Hey guys, welcome to the channel. As you see in the thumbnail, what if Issei was separated from his family when he was 12 and met new friends? Before I start, please do support for more awesome content and subscribe my channel and like this video. Go support and follow the XIII for writing that awesome fanfic, and also make sure to comment on this story, link in the description. We see a brown hair boy sleeping in a hammock, all peacefully, no care in the world, but deep within his mind, has have an adventure of his own. Where am I? What is this place? You've have awakened boy. Issei, the name isn't boy, it's Issei Haidu. Such high power you have, what is it that you desire? Issei what? Out of nowhere 3 small pillars came out of the ground showing a sword, a shield and wand. Choose which you would like to keep. Issei I guess I choose the sword. Issei grabbed the sword hoping to keep it, but it disappeared to the air. So you have chosen strength, now choose which you would like to give up. Issei give up crap, alright, I give up the shield, god I hope I'm making the right choice. You have chosen the path of a warrior, is this what you desire? Issei yes, this is what I chose. The floor under hand began to break and Issei began to fall to another floor, landed on his back. Issei ow. Issei got back and began walking to the center of the little stage he was on, looking at the image that was on the floor, a girl with a yellow dress. Don't be afraid, you are strong, prepare yourself for the danger that comes. Issei huh. Weird shadow creature began appearing behind him, one jumped at him, but the sword he had picked up appeared in his hands, not just that, but so did 2 red gauntlets with a green jewel on the center of the backhand. Issei what the screw, a time for actions. Issei held the sword in a reverse grip, holding it behind his back straight up and dashed at the enemies in front of him, slicing it half. Issei training with the others is a reason why I can use a sword like this, bring it you weird blobs. Issei, still fighting the shadow monster, ended up getting attacked from the back. He defeated the shadow and stood back up with the sword still in his hand. Issei that actually hurt, damn. Issei then see a chest apper out of nowhere in front of him, opening with the sword, just tapping it for it to open, and he found a potion in it and drank it feeling all patched up. Issei dang alright, what's next now? I just want to wake up from this dream already, it's gotten weird enough. Can you face your fears? Can you face the darkness, the lies within the world? Issei darkness what? Issei then gets a look behind him to see his own shadow become into a strange creature. Issei what the hell? Issei was about to be smashed by a giant fist if he didn't roll out of the way in time. Issei why does this thing remind me of him, damn it, oh well, I guess I gotta fight as well, let's go. Issei ran up its arm all the way to its eye and stabbed it, making it go berserk, swatting Issei almost off the ledge, but he stabbed the sword to the ground, slowing him down. Issei that was close. The monster stuck his hand to the ground, summoning more small version of the shadows Issei fought. Issei oh come on. Issei got back to battle position and ran up to the little shadows, slicing them up, but the weird part was he felt himself being boosted in power and speed. He looked at his gauntlets, that each time would shine green. Issei dang it, just go away. Issei rushed at his head once more, stabbing the sword into its head, slicing downwards, cutting it in half, defeating the beast. Issei yeah, take that. Such strength and skill, but will you be ready for what you face in the future? The floor began to swallow Issei, pulling his legs into the ground. Issei no, what the somebody help. Prepare yourself young one, a great adventure awaits you. Issei shot right out of the hammock and land straight face first into sand. Issei ow dang, that was one weird dream. Issei's new look. Hey Issei, finally you wake up. Issei ha Sora. Sora hey man, you making us do all the work. Issei ah sorry Sora, I just had a strange dream, dark creatures being swallowed up or something like that. Sora hey like me. Issei you too. Sora yeah, I found it a bit odd, did we somehow have the same dream? Oh that's awesome. Issei hey yeah, anyway how are Kairi and Riku doing? Sora Riku is doing something else, Kairi is preparing everything we need, I need to collect food for the trip. Issei alright, what are you missing? Sora fish. Issei hey I got this, don't worry, tell Kairi I'll get them to her in a bit. Sora alright thanks man. Issei no problem. Issei grabs a spear and dives into the water hunting for fish, has been doing this for a couple of years. He remembers when he appeared on this island he was found by Sora. First when he woke up he was questioned where he was, all he remembered was just sleeping in his bed, and here he was on this beach, no memories of where he used to live, or even his real parents. All he remembers is his name is Issei Haidu, and that's what he'll keep till he can really remember his old life, but for now he lived with Sora for years has now, and Sora is, I refuse to believe Sora is in Kingdom Hearts. Issei Sora I got up to fish, is this good enough? Sora more than enough alright. Kairi Issei you always get carried away with this stuff don't you? Issei sorry I just can't help being useful around here. Riku well that makes you better than Sora in my book. Sora hey. Issei yeah, give Sora some credits, he got the egg from the tree, even I was bit scared taking it from that weird bird. Kairi you too. Issei have you seen the beak of that thing? Riku, even I question if that thing was actually a bird. Sora, how did you even get the egg? Sora, I may have had someone distracted while I took it. Help. Issei, you had Titus distracted. Sora, yeah. Riku, Issei, help me take care of the thing. Issei, here we go again. Sora, Titus, we're coming. Kairi, oh god. The group took care of the bird while Issei began punishing Sora for pushing the bird to Titus, but afterwards they went to fix up the raft that they had planned for a while. At first Issei wanted no part in it, but Sora persuaded him by maybe they could find where Issei used to live that got his attention and agreed. Issei, so everything is set up for tomorrow, huh? Sora, yeah, we finally get to get off the island and see new worlds. Kairi, yeah, all of us together. Issei, I'll leave you two alone. Sora, I'll see you back at home, enjoy your time. Toggether. Sora, hey. Issei walks off to his boat and starts paddling back home, with Riku following behind, both smirking like idiot watching Sora and Kairi having their alone time. Issei, if those two don't confess soon I'll beat Sora on the head. Riku, you and me both. Issei, well, I'll see you tomorrow at the raft. Riku, maybe we find my home and see where I really belong. Riku, yes, see ya man. Both went their separate way, with Issei getting home saying hello his stepmother and going towards his room to take a nap. Sora came into the room as well, laying down waiting for tomorrow to come quicker till he noticed outside a storm was coming and quickly. Sora, Issei, the raft. Issei, what? Sora, a storm is coming and the raft could be destroyed. Issei, dang it, let. Issei, Sora, dinner is ready. Issei, oh she's gonna be mad when we don't show up for dinner. Sora, let's go. They both jumped out the window and ran towards their boat toward the paddling towards the island. Once getting there they both noticed two other boats. Issei, Riku and Kairi must be here. Dangit, Sora, I'll go check on the raft, you go look for the others. Issei ran towards the raft to see if it was okay, but once getting there it was in pieces, destroyed, all their hard work gone. Issei, damn it, we have to get the others out of here. Riku, Kairi, Sora, where are you guys? Issei was about to go to the palm tree they always hang out to see if they were there, but he ran into the weird shadow creatures he saw in his dream pop out the ground. Issei, ah crap, I don't even have a weapon. Issei just jumped over them and kept running towards the palm tree. Everywhere he went he saw the shadow creatures. Issei, this has to be a dream, just a messed up dream, right? I was taking a nap, all of this is in my head, has to be, damn it. Are you willing to face the darkness? Issei, get out of my head, I'm just a teen, damn it, what is going on? Issei, Sora, Riku, Kairi, where are you? Issei sadly didn't make it far as he was jumped by a couple of the shadows, bring him down to the ground. Issei, this is real, am I going to die here to these things? Sora, Riku, Kairi, my only friends. Do you desire the strength to fight? Issei, what? Are you willing to wield such weapon to protect you friends? Issei, I don't know what weapon you are talking about, but any weapon will do, just let me protect my friends. An awakened partner, for I will give you strength. Be careful, young one, the weapon you have been given will be the one to guide you. Issei without warning just had a burst of energy fly out of him. He had a stare that could kill, but now he seems a bit different on both of his arms. He had gauntlets like the one he saw in his dream, but the next weapons he got made him confused. They looked like keys, but were also a blade. Issei, keyblades. Issei's keyblades can't really draw a good one to give him. Don't focus too much on those weapons, partner, focus on the foes in front of you. Issei, yeah, whatever. Sora, Issei. Issei, Sora, wait, where did you get that? Sora, I should ask you the same thing, you got two of them in gauntlets. Issei, screw it, we will talk later, help me handle these things. Sora, yeah, I got your back. Both were now fighting off a giant horde of these shadow creatures, slicing them away. Issei didn't even think he'll be good at dual wielding two blades, but he got the hang of it. He even saw Sora reflex improve dodging attacks in time and slicing any of the enemies in half. Issei, Sora, where's Riku? Sora, I don't know, he said something about the gate being open, that we can finally get off this island. I don't know what he meant by that, but he just disappeared. Issei, what gate? Sora, I don't know, maybe he means that door in the cave. Issei, the one we always tried to open. Sora, yeah. Issei, so dependent with Kairi, where is she? Sora, I don't know, I haven't seen her. Issei, tch, come on, let's check the cave, she could be there. I sense a presence over there, so you are correct. Issei, thanks, whoever you are, you will have to give me your name later, come on Sora. Sora, alright. Both of them ran towards the cave, putting their weapons away. They saw Kairi just there standing. Sora went up to her to grab her, till she got blown with a gust of wind, sending her body flying towards Sora, who tried to grab her but just vanished. Sora, Kairi. Issei, what the hell? Before the both could say anything they both got pushed back all the way back to the beach, where they saw the place was in ruins, it was destroyed, gone. Issei, you've got to be kidding me. Sora, Issei, look. They both saw the giant monster once again. Both Issei and Sora recognized it, pulling out their weapons out of nowhere. Sora, give us back our island. Issei, I'll destroy you. Both began attacking the beast Issei for the eyes once again, but got smacked down to the ground. Sora aimed for its fist, getting some good hits in before being punched to the sidelines. Boost. Issei, what the? Don't forget you have me to help, you are not alone, partner. Issei tch, alright, let's keep on going. Issei with a single boost had his speed increase, slicing a finger off the monster. Issei, holy. Sora, don't forget about me. Sora jumped from its hand all the to its head, stabbing it dead on. It fell backwards where Issei got to into and jumped towards it, slicing the head completely off. Both saw as a heart flew into the sky and just disappeared. Issei, okay, we defeated it, but why isn't the beach coming back? Sora, I don't know. The two looked around till Issei felt himself being pulled into the air. Sora grabbed him in time, holding onto a plank of wood, but Issei's grip slipped and ended up flying into the air. Sora, Issei. Sora held on for as long as he could till finally he got pulled into the air as well. Destiny Island was no more, it was gone, and Sora, Riku, Kairi, and Issei had no way of returning for now, that is. In another world. Please officer, I know it's been years, but please you have to find my baby boy. Officer, look Mrs. Haidu, we have tried everything to find this kid, we just can't find him, no, where it's like he disappeared off the face of the earth. I know it must be hard for you, we still have the lines open to see if anyone has seen the kid, we will inform you. I just want my baby back to me. Itsuki, why did someone have to steal my only child, why? Itsuki, I don't know Hana, but we will find him, I promise. Has our child after all. Issei, wherever you are my boy, please be safe. Somewhere not too far away stood a white-haired man just smiling. I think there was a key wielder in this world now. Hess, with that boy how things will turn interesting. But Issei and a whole new world. Issei was passed out in the middle of a big city. He felt his face being constantly licked by two small tongues, confusing the hell out of him, till he finally began waking up seeing two little blue fox creatures. Issei, what are you two? Issei as an instinct pulled out the weapons he got, but the two creatures didn't cower in fear and just stared at Issei smiling. Issei, how you are not like the shadow creatures I fought back on Destiny Island. Wait, where am I? Issei was just looking around and found himself somewhere with a bell tower with a fountain behind him. Issei, Riku, where are you guys? This wasn't supposed to happen, damn it, why did I agree? If I stopped them with the raft we would all be on the island, dang it. The two fluffy creatures saw Issei in distress, so they chose to curl up his back and began rubbing themselves on his cheeks. Issei, thanks you two, I still don't fully know you or even what you are. Seems something like a dragon with a fox. Issei, how does that look like a dragon, and who even are you? Drag, my name is Drag, partner, dragon of domination. And it seems like we will be on a bit of an adventure since we are together. Issei, greet with last time you were able to sense life in the cave, can you sense Sora here? Drag, the brunette kid, yes, has past the double doors over there, he seems to be against another person and badly losing. Issei, what, damn it, I have to get to him. Issei ran towards Sora with the creatures following behind. Issei, why are you two following me? Fiery. Issei, not much getting out of you two, whatever, if you can help me that would be perfect. Fiery. Issei got to where Sora has beaten Leon and then passing out. Leon, a fighter, rent you. Issei, leave him alone. Leon, huh? Before Leon could react he saw Issei keyblade hit him straight in the face, sending him falling backwards. Issei, Sora, you okay buddy? Sora, Kairi, Riku. Issei, good, Hess just asleep right now. Issei set Sora down sleeping against the wall. Leon, cheap trick kid. Issei, shut it, you tried to hurt my friend and thought you'd get away with it. Issei summons both of his keyblades into his hands with his gauntlets as well. Leon too. Hey relax, Leon just wanted to test out the strength of your buddy there, he wasn't really trying to hurt him. Issei, huh? Leon, Yuffie. Yuffie, hey Leon, I watched everything and you took it easy on him, didn't you? Leon, of course you didn't think he'd go all out on some brat who barely knows what he is getting himself into. And you have two of those weapons, how is that possible? Issei, even I don't know, I just wield them and now I got these two flying creatures with me. Fiery. Yuffie, it looks like a fox, but has wings and it's freaking adorable. Issei, I don't even know why they are following me, why are you following me you two? Fiery. Drag, it seems they just like the aura you give off, partner, seems they will follow you for the meantime. Yuffie, what the heck is that? Issei, oh, this something that came with my blades, a dragon within these gauntlets called Drag, even I don't know how this is happening, all I know is Hess helping me in my battles. Leon, how odd, never seen a weapon like that. Drag, one of a kind. Yuffie, we can talk more at my apartment, we will tell you about the enemies you are facing and what weapon you really are wielding. Issei, yeah, thank you very much. Issei goes to pick Sora back up over his shoulder and following Leon and Yuffie. They said the key would be here. Course you don't think we missed them? Impossible, how would they be able to leave this world without us? I guess you are right, well it's best we keep looking. But Issei and Sora. Issei and Sora were now listening to Leon about the heartless and how they are creatures when someone heart falls purely to the darkness within with no light, mean nothing for them, and how they are the only people who are able to wield a weapon to release those lost hearts and guide them back to their ways. Issei, wait, why us? I never wanted to be chosen for this, neither did Sora here, why did we get these things? Sora, me, I understand because I remember my memories, but Issei, maybe you agreed and forgot about it. Issei, oi Drag, is there a way you can access my memories or something? I'm tired of not knowing nothing of my past. Drag, sorry partner, that's something I can't access for some reason. They have a seal on it by some guy, barely can read his name on this thing, but yeah, your memories are as good as sealed up for a while. Issei, crap. Leon, so it seems you both are at a dead end, huh? Issei, yeah, but for now all I know is me and Sora got an ultimate weapon given to us not even by choice, and now we have to save other worlds. He seems like an average Sunday to me. Sora, on the bright side, we don't have school, huh? Issei, lazy idiot. Fiery. Issei, what's wrong you two? Issei turned to his right to see more heartless showing up, new version of them. Issei, damn, it looks like they've upgraded to armor. Leon, Yuffie, go. Sora will be right behind you guys. Yuffie ran right the door, getting someone else out. What nobody noticed was she smacked someone with the door straight to the wall, while Issei and Sora jumped out a window being chased down by more heartless. Issei, screw off. Dragon shot. Issei summons his gauntlets of fired an energy beam towards the heartless, shocking Sora. Sora, where did you learn that? Issei, someone thing the Drag said I could do, but not much since my magic reserves are low as hell. Sora, dang it, well come on, let's go to the 3rd district as Leon said. Issei, yeah. Both of them ran towards the 3rd district with many locusts following behind them. They really didn't want to get involved with any of that once getting to the 3rd district, though they noticed the door was freaking locked. Issei, that Leon guy said we can use these things to open any lock, right? Well, can we open this? Sora, knows not the time. Issei, we've got enemies. Issei, alright, let's do this. Sora. Both took out their keyblades and began slice and dicing the heartless. They even threw their keyblades like boomerangs coming right back to their hands. Issei, screw off. Sora, any more that want to mess with us? Issei, now don't get why. Sora, we only took down small fries, we are lucky we aren't fighting any type of boss or anything. Not too far away, both of them heard an explosion go off. They look up to see 2 people flying in the air. Issei, is that Duck? Sora, is it? Wait a minute, are they coming towards us? Issei, more like you. Bye. Issei ran away with his little buddies on him hanging on tight. Sora, what do you? Before Sora could ask his question, he felt the 2 bodies land on top of him. Gosh, Donald, you alright? Donald, yeah, Goofy, but we still have to find the Goofy key. They both looked at the keyblade Sora had sticking out of his hand. Sora, get off me, guys. Say, you bastard, you could have moved me with you. Issei, where the fun in that? Goofy, gosh, Donald, look, hey, hold 2 keys. Donald, what? Issei just looked at them confused as if it was such a big deal. Issei, yeah, I wield 2. What's up with that? Goofy, keys, which one is the right one? Issei, if anything I'd say Sora is the correct one. I mean, look at it, it's a literal key. Donald, we can risk it, we will have to. Before he could finish his sentence, the group saw a giant purple suit of armor falling out of the sky. Issei, what? Sora, something doesn't feel right. Issei, yeah, let's do this. Sora. Donald, don't leave us out, well, help too. Goofy, I've got your back. Issei, I'll handle the hands then. Donald, Goofy and I will handle the legs. Sora, I've got the head. Issei, Alan, Elin, I expect you two to help me. Fiery. Issei, since you two will stick with me, I chose to name you two, hope you like the names. Fiery. Drag, don't leave me out of this, partner. Boost. All for them went for their target, Donald and Goofy going for the legs, Goofy sliding on his shield, constantly knocking them away from the body. Issei was being chased down by the hands, almost got smacked down by one, but his little buddies spread out their wings and flew him into the air and were now fighting mid-air, while Drag kept boosting his power to the point put his keyblades away and got into a hand struggle with the flying hands themselves. Issei, am more of a hand-to-hand guy, but if I have to use my blades I'll use them, but for you not today. Dragon Crusher. Issei crushed the hands with his bare hands, but they weren't done, so Issei just pulled out his keyblades and stabbed the hands in the back, destroying them. Issei, hands down. Donald, legs out. Sora now had to finish the body and the legs, and what other way to do it by slicing it right in half, causing it to explode, but they all saw one heart release into the air. Issei, and that's another heart's freed. Sora, how dark was that person's heart to make that big guy? Issei, we can at least try our best to free them, Sora. Sora, but first we have to find Riku and Kairi, they are out there somewhere, we have to go back to our island, it's our home. Issei, yeah, but how do we go searching for them? If you haven't noticed, we can't really travel from world to world. Donald, we can help with that. Sora, huh? Goofy, what Donald is trying to say is join us, we will be traveling many worlds helping them, saving them on our journey, I'm sure we will run into your friends. Donald, what? Issei what not willing to help us duck because as I see it, we help you with your adventure because the way you made it seem you need keyblade wielders, so if you want us to join you will have to promise us we can also look for our friends. Donald why I oughta. Issei bring it. Sora enough. Issei whoa. Leon the little runt had a voice in him. Issei Leon. Leon hey Issei and listen you two it would be a good choice you go with him you will meet your friends along the way, but it would seem they need your help. Issei tch but the way this duck sounds like Hess just trying to use us. Sora Issei please they aren't bad people they helped us we can at least return the favor. Issei sigh hey look I'm sorry how I talk to you, I'm just worried for my friend okay, so please if you can promise me if we find them we can take them along, they are very important to me and Sora. Donald I don't know. Goofy of course. Donald Goofy. Issei great then it'll be sure to be as helpful as I can oh wait can I take these two with me, they really don't want to separate from me. Fiery. Donald whoa what are they? Issei I honestly don't know I just call them Alan and Elin here have a look. Issei passes Alan to Donald who seem quite chill with it. Donald as long as they don't mess up our flying we should be good to go. Issei great sorry my name is Issei hi do pleasure meeting you. Donald duck. Goofy name's Goofy. Sora hand him Sora. Issei let's get along from now on and help each other to the best of our power. Yeah. Leon these four are the heroes we are depending on. Issei I can hear you. Leon how? Issei something about drag within me my senses are enhanced I'm still figuring him out, but he'll get there. Goofy gosh such a strange weapon. Donald never seen anything like it. Issei yeah neither have I but come on let's get to your guys' ship and let's continue this adventure and Sora let's find our friend and go back home. Sora yeah. The four friends are now in the ship flying around to a new world to get to Issei was surprised, so was Sora this whole thing was very new to them and now here they were traveling to different worlds trying to save them something Issei and Sora weren't expecting, but now they hold the responsibility to help so that's what they'll do. But as for now the group arrived to their destination landing but ended up falling into a hole falling really slowly, Issei was falling normally, so was Sora and Donald, it was Goofy who chose to sleep midair. Issei Goofy Donald lets him find out in a bit. Sora but. Donald just watch. They finally landed on the ground with everyone landing on the ground nicely but Goofy landing right in his back and smacking his head on the floor. Issei you alright Goof? Goofy yeah just a light headache now. Sora hey guys look. The three turned to see a rabbit running yelling out Hess late, confusing the group. Issei what is he late for and my next question is why the heck is there a talking rabbit? Sora you ask that but we are with a talking dog and duck. Issei good point. The of them began walking towards where the rabbit was going just to see it as shrunk and run through a door. Issei how the hell I Donald mind giving me hand? Donald on it. So both Issei and Donald began yanking on the doorknob trying to pry it open until. Knob my word can't someone get some shut eye here. Issei holy crap it talks. Goofy gosh we're sorry for disturbing you sleep but we are trying to find a way to get short. Knob yawn those bottle on that table over there it will make you shrink and the other will turn you back to normal now if you need me I'll be taking my nap again. Issei lazy knob. All four of them went towards the drink each getting a sip and they all began shrinking down, but Issei stayed the same height to move the bed blocking their way for a new route and he drank the potion being the same size as Sora and the others. Going through entrance all the way into a court going on. Issei what the heck is going on? Sora I don't know Donald. Donald a courting it seems let's not get involved. Issei well let's see what happens. So they watched as the Alice girl have an unfair trial, all just because the queen says so if she committed a crime it's because she says so this was getting under Issei's skin pull out his gauntlets ready to attack, but Goofy held him back. Goofy Issei calm down nothing will be solved with violence. Issei tell that to the heartless we defeat. They continue watching, but once they heard the Queen of Hearts say that she attacked her aiming for her hearts getting Issei and Sora's attention. Issei that's heartless. Off with her head. Issei oh no you don't. Issei without thinking punched the ground under them, causing a mini quake, causing the guards to fall over, giving Issei the chance to grab Alice picking her up bridal style. Donald ah crap. Issei lady. Alice who are you? Issei call me Prince Charming. Sora Prince Charming my butt. Queen what in the world is going on and just who are you people? Issei heroes to this innocent girl you are trying to freaking execute what proof do you even have she's the one that attacked you? Queen because I said so. Issei not good enough reason you old hag. Sora Issei calm down look please listen it's not her it's the heart. Goofy and Donald began shutting up Sora since he couldn't tell her about the heartless. Issei listen old hag this girl here isn't the one you want and don't you dare ask for proof since you don't have any either for her being guilty. Queen well someone has to take the blame. Issei, here it'll make you a deal. Sorry Alice, was it me and her will be your prisoners, since I did assault your gourd. Sora, Donald, Goofy, sorry guys, but you will need to find evidence. Sora, Issei, will you be alright? Issei, yeah, don't worry, I can protect myself now. Queen, I will accept being in prison, but you have to give my friends a chance to find evidence. Deal. Queen, deal. Guards. Issei and Alice went into a cage. They now wait for Sora to find evidence. Sora just gives one last look at Issei and walks into the forest looking for evidence. Issei, so Alice, may I ask what's up with the queen? Why is she so needy and selfish? Alice, I don't know, this is the first time I've ever seen her. She's just so mean, but may I know why did you risk yourself to save me? Issei, I don't know, it was just reflex. I can't stand someone getting hurt especially without any proof that they are evil. Alice, oh you're just a nice guy. Issei, yeah, that's why I'm pretty much here with you. The reason I didn't go with Sora was because one, I know he can handle himself especially with his friends, but also I don't trust the queen. If she does anything to hurt you, I'll fight to protect you. Alice, thank you. Issei, hi do, but just call me Issei. Alice, thank you very much Issei. Issei and Alice just waited there for Sora to come back already, and soon they came back with a lot of evidence, but of course the queen chose to be a bitch and made Sora chose for the right evidence, and when he chose correctly there she saw Heartless right in front of her. Issei, see, that's the culprit, so Alice is innocent. Queen, silence, I choose Wo's innocent and Wo's guilty, and she is still guilty. Guards. Issei, son of a. Issei and Alice were covered by a red robe and were pulled up into the air within the cage, but little did they know these two were going to get into trouble. Issei, where the hell, this isn't the cage. Alice, Issei. Issei, Alice, oi, let her go, you freaking pirate. You say something, brat, sorry, but I don't mess with weaklings, get out of my sight. Issei dodged a bomb this pirate threw at him. He pulled out his keyblades and dashed him ready to attack, not before being grabbed by the throat, being choked out by some giant fat cat. Seems like we also brought a pest with us. What shall we do with him? Throw him through the portal, I don't care where he ends up. We got Alice, that's all that matters. Issei, who are you people? Well brat, let's just say your worst nightmare. Issei, how you ain't sharks. Issei just got thrown back through a portal, landing gods who knows where with his little blue friends on his shoulders. Issei, damn it, just who were those people and how was that fat cat that strong? Now next question, where the hell am I? Crap, Sora. Issei began running through a giant forest only to reach all the way to a beach. Issei, where the I know this isn't Destiny Island, but where am I? Fiery. Issei, Alan Elin, what do I do? I'm stranded. Issei just sat there a bit upset. He did have Alan and Elin, but he really didn't have friends on his side. Issei, what island even is this? It doesn't seem to have anyone here. Hello, anyone there? Issei began walking around on the beach, not really expecting much until he came face with a giant broken box. He went toward to see if anything is in it, but nothing, but he saw foot tracks going somewhere, but he noticed these weren't human tracks. Issei, this must be a heartless. Brag, I don't know partner, these seem like animal tracks. Issei, could a heartless evolve and become an animal? Brag, you saw it become one with armor, so yes. Issei, crap. Issei continued for a little longer till he saw what made this footprints, but it wasn't just one thing he saw for animals: a lion, a zebra, a hippo and giraffe. Issei, what the heck? Brag, why is the lion chasing that zebra and why does it seem pissed? If you understand what world Issei is in already, then I like you. Issei sees as the giraffe and hippo break up their fight, but most he noticed he could actually understand them. That's when Issei chose to talk them. Issei, hey you four, why the heck are you fighting? Hey human, that means we have to be in civilization. Issei, no. What? Issei, yeah, I don't think you're anywhere near civilization since I'm the only human you've seen. I'm guessing. And you see Marty, this is what happens when you say you wish to be in the wild. Marty, what are you complaining about? Alex, this is the dream, come on. Melman and Gloria, you have to agree this is the life, we are free to run, free to live freely, come on guys, this is the life. Issei, well I may not know this zebra has got a point, it's fun to live freely, but here's a slight problem with that. What's the point of living freely without any friends? And to me, it seems like your friends aren't too happy with the choice you've made. Marty, I mean yeah, but. Alex, no buts Marty, you've ruined our lives now, where God knows where. Glory, I like how we have forgotten this kid here, and how the heck can you understand us? Everyone in New York cold to understand us at all. Issei, I don't even know how to explain that, I'll be honest with you, and the reason I'm here is because I recently got stranded here as well. I have no way of getting off this island to look for my friend, I only got these little guys with me, Alan and Elin. Fiery. Velman, what odd creatures, I've never seen these things in my life. Issei, well funny you say, I haven't ever heard of New York. Alex, you haven't heard of New York, it's just the greatest city ever. Issei, yeah sure, but it seems I'll be stuck with you guys because I have no idea how to get off this island. Alex, well idea, we wait here for the humans to pick us up, I mean we are important, there's no way they can just forget us. Issei, yeah, I don't think that won't be for a while. If anything, living on an island myself, it's best if we look for food, at least in the jungle there. Marty, I second that. Come on guys, it could be an adventure. And before the group continued talking, they began hearing strange sounds going off in the jungle, but it sounded like music making it off to them. Issei, music, okay, the only thing I think that would cause that if someone left a giant speaker or there's actual people on this island. Alex, well, what are we waiting for? Come on, we need to ask for their help. Come on, hey, you mind following us? The humans can't understand us, but you can translate for us, please. Issei, yeah, sure, no problem. While we are at it, name's Issei, hi, do pleasure meeting you. Alex, alright Issei, come on, let's go. So the group ran into the jungle following the sound of the music. The group almost stayed together, but Alex got separated right off the bat, getting himself hurt and lost in the jungle, but the other paid no mind as they kept following the sounds of the music, but once getting there they were shocked to see the music was coming from a bunch of lemurs. Issei, what the heck? Marty, these little guys like to get funky, yeah. Melman, half of those stunts are not safe. Issei, I don't know how the heck they got this music and this beat, but hey, they can party. Issei and the group enjoyed the show until they all heard someone yell out Fossa. Everyone began hiding. Issei saw what these Fossa were, so he pulled out his keyblades and got prepared for action. Issei, if you think he'd let you hurt these little guys, you have another thing coming. Drag, you ready? Drag, I got you, partner. Fiery. Alan and Eel and grew to Issei's knees ready for battle as well. What Issei didn't expect was a couple of monkey heartless to appear as well. Issei, you've got to be kidding me, they're here too, damn it. Alan, Eel and handle the Fossa, I got the heartless, go. Issei began slashing the heartless in half, being hit in the face with a couple of coconuts. He would have shot a beam at them, but rainforest burned down easily, so using his weapons were the next best choice. What he didn't expect was the heartless to possess some of the Fossa, so Issei had to fight them as well, charging at them, hitting up the air, and fired a blizzard shot at them, freezing them, and to finish them off, he slashed through all of them, releasing the Fossa from the heartless, but he pointed his blades at them, freaking them out and running away. Issei, yeah, mess with them again, and it'll beat the hell out of you again. Issei put his keyblades away. What he didn't expect was to see Alex coming out of the woods, scream all crazy that he punched him, knocking him out. Issei, crap, my bad, Alex. Marty, holy cow. Issei, what in the world was that? I never knew you could do that. Issei, I've only been able to do that for a day, now that I think about it, but it's weird. Why were those creatures here? Is it because of me? Velman, you mean those monkeys? Issei, yeah, those aren't normal monkeys, they are after me, they are dangerous. Gloria, well, with you by our side you can easily take those thing out, right? Issei, I mean for now yes, but God knows how long it'll be here. Marty, what do you mean? Issei, I've built a raft before, I'm planning on building one again. I need to find my friends, even if it means I have to sail the sea. Marty, huh, so you have a good reason to leave this island, huh? Alex, like we don't. Issei, you wanna go back to your home just to be on a stage? You haven't even given the wild a chance. In all honesty, it's where you belong, you're a lion, for crying out loud. Marty, even the kids believe so. Alex, come on. Alex, whatever. Issei, anyway, where those lemurs go? Just as Issei said that, he saw one of his little buddies come out with one of the lemurs, a baby it seemed. Fiery. Brag, they said. Hess called Mort. Issei, well, Mort, nice to meet you. Those nasty Fossa hurt you, right? Mort, Issei, don't worry, I won't hurt you, neither will my friends here, but can I ask you something? Just where? Before Issei could get a response, a bunch of lemurs began jumping out of the bush and surrounding the whole group. Issei, holy crap. They watch as the lemurs are cheering, but most was a small black one introducing their king Julian. Julian, you there giants, we have to thank you for saving my people. For your reward, you will get bask in my glory, for I, King Julian, welcome you here. Issei, what? Julian, Maurice, if you please. Maurice, may I ask you giants, just where do you come from? Issei, I'm from somewhere way differently. Destiny Island. These guys are from some place called New York. Alex, the best city in the world. Issei, sure. Julian, everyone great, the New York Giants and the Destiny Giant. Everyone began cheering for them, confusing the hell out of Issei. Maurice, you there, the one with the odd sticks? Issei, keyblades. Maurice, yes, look, we need your help. Even our king here doesn't have the power to defend us like you did, so our king here would like to offer you being our personal guard. Issei, no thanks. Julian, you dare rejects a king's offer. Issei, I could care less about your offer. Looks, I'm leaving you for, I'm sorry, but I have to build a raft. You handle these little guys, maybe they can help you find a way to New York, but I need to find my friends, so I wish you all luck. Issei began walking deep into the jungle, leaving everyone sure he made friends with them quickly, but he cared mostly about Sora, Riku and Kairi, his friends, so he began looking for supplies to take on his journey, using his keyblades to cut down a couple of trees and got some vines to tie the logs together. Now the problem was food. He barely knew this jungle, and hunting was going to be different. Best he found was a couple of fruits and fish, but it wasn't enough for a long trip. Issei, I will have to wait here a couple of days. Damn it, Drake, is there any way you can help me with this? Damn it, I need my friends, they need me, I have to be there for them. Brag sigh, partner, there's one way but it's a bit risky. Issei, what, tell me. Brag, alright, look, him sort of linked with your swords there, they have an armor that seems to be hidden, I will be able to unlock it for you, give me a day and maybe we can do something with that. Issei, damn it, well I guess we will wait for a day. And Sora, hope you're okay. But Sora. Sora, Donald, heal me. Donald, thunder. Sora, Donald. They were fighting the boss in Wonderland. Back with Issei with a daytime skip. Issei had to sleeping in the jungle on a hammock he made out of leaves, Alan and Elin sleeping by his side. Issei, damn, sleeping in the sun is a lot different than inside my home. Sigh, I wonder if I can find the others, maybe they found their own way off this island. Issei woke up Alan and Elin walking through the jungle to look for his friends. On the way he didn't expect to run into some heartless, summoning his red keyblade, only slicing them in half. It felt weird for Issei, though he could sense many of them going to one place and what's more, one strong one. Issei, what the hell? Heading to the place, Issei wasn't expecting to see Alex being taken by the darkness himself, not seeming like himself at all. Marty, Issei, do you know what the heck is going on with Alex? Issei, one, the heartless got to him but not fully, I just need to knock some sense into him, but the look in his eyes, it seems the guy is starving, has he eaten anything? Marty, yes, we've fed him fruits, even grass, all the stuff we enjoy to eat. Issei, Alex is a lion, he eats meat, something, you guys are crap, now I may look like food to him. Screw it, Alan, Elin, get them to the beach, I got this. Drag, you'll need you help boost me up. Drag, I've got your back, partner. Boost. Issei ran at Alex expecting to hit him with his keyblades, what he didn't expect was for him to grab them and make a massive roar, sending him flying. Issei has fallen waded deep into darkness, but not completely, I have to help somehow. Issei, while being sent flying, landed on the side of a tree using it as a spring, launching himself at Alex, hitting him full on with his blades, before firing a dragon shot at him, making him crash into the cliff side, but he was finished slashing his way out and grabbing Issei from his face, dragging it across the cliff himself, before throwing him into a waterfall, where they were now fighting, water falling everywhere and Issei with a bloody lip and with one shut eye, even his clothes were a bit torn up. Issei, I was not expecting for this fight to be this crazy, damn, you must be in some deep shit, but that's not stopping me. Alex, let me free you and show you the light. Issei blocked a dark blast Alex launched from his mouth before throwing his keyblade at Alex, who dodged it by jumping in the air, but that was Issei's plan. Pointing his weapon at Alex, shot a beam of light at him, hitting him directly, releasing him of his dark thoughts, but his fight wasn't done yet, but Issei quickly picked up Alex and began running with him on his shoulders towards the beach, where the others were waiting for him at a ship. Marty, Alex, is he okay? Issei, has fine, but the darkness is falling, you guys need to hide now. Marty, alright, everyone in the boat now. Gloria, hey, be careful, alright. Issei, it'll be fine, just go. Alan, Elin, you ready? Fiery. Brag, let's take thing up a notch. Issei weapon began to glow and so were his gauntlets. Brag, preparations is complete, let's do this, partner. Kingdom balance breaker. Issei began gaining armor all over his body, something he wasn't expecting, even gaining a couple of wings in the process. It's not the normal balance breaker armor, it combined with Kingdom Hearts armor with balance breaker. Here's an image, some will know it as Chung armor from Ellsworth, and all I gotta say, I love Ellsworth, bite me Chung main FTW. It's not the normal balance breaker armor, it combined with Kingdom Hearts armor with balance breaker. Here's an image, some will know it as Chung armor from Ellsworth, and all I gotta say, I love Ellsworth, bite me Chung main FTW. Brag, this is the new you, partner, this is the armor that will also help you travel from world to world, but for now, partner, use this power and defeat this heartless. Alan and Elin grew themselves to the size of a wolf, with their wings spread out for everyone to see, and all fours ready for actions, releasing their own magic. Alan with fire and Elin using ice. Issei, let's go. The heartless that possessed Alex began taking shape, looking just like Alex, but more fierce, even having sharper teeth, and his claws were sharper than Issei remembered. What's more was it was the size of a house. Issei, let's do this. Issei flew at the heartless, blocking one of its lash attacks and firing a fire attack at its face, hitting it on the right eye, losing sight of Issei until it felt being stabbed in the stomach. Alan and Elin came right behind him, drilling themselves into the heartless, leaving a nasty wounded. Of course, the heartless had enough and jumped all the way up onto the ship, roaring for help. That's where the Fossa came in and ran to help the heartless. Alan and Elin began handing them, freezing them, and Alan sending fire blast at them, sending them flying. He even made one of them crash into a coconut tree, and 3 landed on its head. What's more, the heartless began channeling a giant breath attack, but Issei was ready, standing next to Alan and Elin, all 3 of them firing their own attack. Issei ray of light in the middle, and Alan and Elin attack spinning around it till it hit the heartless straight in the head, causing it to stop its attack. Issei charged in and sunk his blade into its head and cutting it in half, finally defeating the heartless and setting its heart free. Issei, I did it. Issei got out of his armor and just stood there dropping his blades where they disappeared. He even dropped to the ground himself with Alan and Elin joining him cuddling right next to him. Great, good work partner, sleep well for we have more worlds to save for the one who gave you those weapons in the first place. Issei slept for a good hours before waking up and being surrounded by all the animals. Alex, holy crap, are you okay? You looked beaten up, but somehow you look all fine to me. Fiery. Issei, it's for these two, they have been healing me this whole time, so I'm fine now. Marty, what happened to that thing? Is it gone for good? Issei, yeah it is, this island should be a lot safer, now those creatures should be gone for good. How's Alex? I didn't beat the crap out of you too bad, did I? Alex, other than having a blast of light go through him, all fine. Hey, thanks man for getting me back to normal, but sorry about hurting you like that. Issei, it's alright, you weren't in control, it was the heartless fault, but sort of yours, since you've fallen too deep into dark thoughts. Alex, I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to hurt you, I just missed New York, I want to go back, this isn't for me. The wild Marty, I'm happy you found your place, but it's not mine, that's, and I was starving. Issei, then do I have a meal for you? Everyone choose to celebrate Alex's return with Issei going into the ocean and getting fish for Alex. He then later met with the penguins, he made good friends with Riku, giving him the fish to make for Alex who enjoyed it, solving his hunger problem, but now they got onto the ship ready to sail off with Issei staring at them smiling. Issei, well Drag, it's time. Drag, yes partner, let's go to the next world, the faster we solve the problem that faster we may meet up with your friend. Issei puts on his armor again with Alan and Elin, linking with Issei's wings and flying him off till he disappeared, traveling to a new world. But Sora. Sora, hey Goofy, you think we will find my Freinds? Mean we even lost Issei? Goofy, don't worry Sora, I'm sure we will find them, you have the key, meaning it shall lead us to the right way, so I'm sure you friend wielding the same weapon will find his way to us. Sora, hey thanks Goofy, you really know how to cheer me up unlike some people. Donald, whatever. Sora, Issei, please be okay, we will meet soon I promise, but be careful, those heartless could be anywhere. Issei now in the middle of space freaking out since this was all new to him. He was now flying to the new world he had to go to, since Drag was pretty much in control at the moment since Issei sucked at flying, crashing into several meteors, but once getting to this new world he dove in ready to see what the new world has to offer him. Upon landing, Issei's style has changed. One huge difference was he now had fur. Issei, what in the? Heading out of the alley he was into the sidewalk to notice everyone was in animals, pigs, rabbits, goats, he even saw a duck. Issei, oh my god, Sora's mother's told me about these people, I didn't think they were true. Issei looked into the mirror to see himself and what he saw shocked him, he himself was an animal now. Issei, Drake, give me back my body. Drake, you think this is my doing? It's the world's doing, just deal with it partner. Issei, I wanna freaking die, what's worst, I got two tails. Wait, Alan, Elin. Alan, yes we are humanoid and we can talk. Elin, yay Issei, we can finally speak with you. Issei, whoa sweet, you too, but you guys are still the same height. Alan, don't worry, we can still kick butt, don't judge our power. Issei, yeah alright, now where to? Elin, why not up those stairs? I mean look at everyone else going up there, that's Panda is having trouble as well. Issei, well let's. Before Issei could finish his sentence before sensing the heartless appearing all the way at the top. Issei, okay, helping Panda later, gotta help them with those heartless. Issei began jumping the stairs all the way to the top, catching the panda's attention. Whoa, is he part of the group as he knew? Issei got all the way to the top, seeing the heartless spawn trying to attack the people. Issei took out his blades, slashing them in half. What he didn't expect was other people fighting them. You just, who are you? Issei, name's Issei, Tiger, look, can we talk later since you guys are fighting these things? I'll lend a hand. Issei's speed has increased to the point the group were shocked on how fast he defeated the heartless. More they were interested in his weapons. One heartless wielding two katanas rushed at him, Issei doing the same, hitting it into the air before attacking it, aptly jumping from building to floor to keep stabbing the heartless before slamming it to the floor. The rest of the heartless began running at Issei, but he spun around sending a slash attack, cutting the rest in half, releasing the hearts. Issei, done and done. Issei put away his blades and was about to walk out till the gate closed shut on him. Issei, just who are you and how are you this skilled? Issei, I'm just good with swords, with all the training I've done, now can I leave? Now hold on, we would have no to someone with your skills in this village, why have you been hiding? Issei, I haven't, I'm just not from around here, I'm just a traveler, but these things they've been my enemy for a long time, to think they would attack here. Hey look, I know this may sound weird, but would it be okay if I stay here? Well, you guys do what you do, I can't have those things still around, they are evil. Just what are they? Issei, sorry, but I've been told not to say, it's for the best. I'm sorry sir if that offended you, but it's my job to get rid of those things, as well as one of my other friend. And that's quite alright child, you seem to be telling the truth, I felt no lie in your words, everything you're telling the truth, for that I will respect your privacy, but if I may ask, what is your name? Issei, my name is Issei. Hi do sir, it's a pleasure to meet you. Oogway young lad, it's pleasure to meet you Issei. They both bowed their heads respectfully at each other. Oogway, these creatures seem very easy for you to defeat, so yes, we would be glad to have you here, just don't get in the Furious Five way. Issei, understood sir. So Issei now just in the sideline watching in case the Heartless popped out again to attack the people. Issei saw as the Furious Five did all their show, and honestly he was impressed on what was going on. He asked to stay, and here he was watching the doing tricks that made Issei seem like target practice. He even learned their names from Shifu, a red panda, the tiger is Tigress, a monkey well named Monkey, a bird named Crane, a mantis named Mantis, and a snake who goes by Viper. Everything seemed to be going just fine, no Heartless in sight, and Issei had to admit this show was amazing. Sure, Issei could fly, and thanks to Drago and use magic, but the stuff these guys did he wanted to try, especially being able to jump that high in the air like Tigress. But after through all that, Oogway was finished watching and was ready to choose something called a Dragon Warrior. Issei looked at Drago for a second, thinking he would be bit offended over that. Drago, what? Issei, thing just I don't know, you're a dragon and hence technically choosing a Dragon Warrior, shouldn't I get that title for being part dragon? Drago, you want to be involved with that responsibility. Issei, good point. While Issei and Drago were talking, they then saw many fireworks going off, but Issei, using his enhanced sight, saw someone was in the air falling straight down towards Oogway. Issei, Oogway, watch out. Everyone began looking where Issei was pointing, but it was too late. Sure, the guy didn't land on Oogway, calming everyone down, but they saw to who Oogway was pointing at, even Issei. Issei, well, he got in the way, he can't possibility be. Oogway, everyone our new Dragon Warrior. Issei, what? Shifu, what? Furious Five, what? All the civilian didn't question and began celebrating, confetti being thrown everywhere. The guy even got carried away, but then Issei noticed that this guy was the same panda he saw having trouble going up the stairs. Issei, you have got to be kidding. Shifu, Oogway, you can't be serious, he just landed in front of you, you were going to point at Tigress, and he was just there, that was an accident. Oogway, there are no accidents, my friends. Issei, I don't know about that, I'm pretty sure I've made many mistakes in my life. Alan, I was a mistake. Alan, that wasn't need to be known. Alan, not at all. Shifu just say there in confusion, not knowing if he could accept the fact that this panda was the Dragon Warrior. Issei on the other hand stopped caring and told Oogway he will stay within the village, searching for the enemies in case if they try to pull something sneaky on them. Oogway accepted that, even recommend to have Issei live in their home until he had to go back off on his adventure. Issei of course accepted it since he know where else to go and he sure as hell didn't want to sleep outside. So he went within the village looking for any sign of Heartless, and so far everything seemed normal. He at one point even tried Raymond, never had it, and he could officially say he was in love with it. He somehow even had enough money to actually pay for it, so that was good. At one point he even bought clothes for Alan and Elan. People just looked at them as if they were out in public with no clothes. Issei sigh, nothing is going on, this village seemed way too safe, no Heartless in sight. Why was I sent to this world if it's okay? Alan, maybe because of the two dragons in this world. Issei, dragons? Drago, damn rat, I was hoping he would ignore them. Issei, Drago, what's going on there, two dragons here? Drago sigh, yes partner, but those two dragons are not from this world, I should know, I know both of them. Issei, are they friends of yours? Drago, one of them I'm on even terms with, but the other one she wants to rip my guts out, well, probably yours if you were to meet. Issei, why don't we find them, maybe they will know where I come from. Drago sigh, kid, even I can tell you that you come from cow, but that's in whole different world, they won't know how to even get to that place, but anything else after that I don't know. Issei, damn it, well at best if we go find them cold and hurt to maybe bring them along on my adventure. Drago, rent Alan and Elan enough. Issei, don't get me wrong, they're amazing, but the more teammates the better, who knows, maybe they will be missing home as well. Drago, fine, you do what you want to do, just don't be surprised if you end up getting your ass kicked. Alan, I'm sure he will do just fine. I mean, he has two keyblades, that's amazing. Drago and me, you damn runt. Elan. So Issei began sensing for the two dragons Drago mentioned, both seemed to releasing a lot of power not too far away, actually somewhere deep in the bamboo forest, seeing fire being shot everywhere. Why am I here? Tiamat, calm down, we both don't know why we're here, so breathing fire won't solve anything. Tiamat, easy for you to say, Tannen, you're an easygoing guy, as for me, I miss my cave, damn it. Tannen, but to burn down a bamboo place, do you really think that's a good idea? Tiamat, I don't care. Issei, well I do, damn it. Issei pulled out his keyblades and using his magic pulling out a ball of water, getting rid of the fire. Tiamat, who the heck are you? Tannen, what my friend here is trying to say, just who are you and thank you for calming down the fire. Issei, my name is Issei Haidu and I came to see you guys, honestly, Drago told me. Tiamat, Drago, so you're the Red Emperor, well thank you for making my job a lot easier. Issei watched as Tiamat began releasing a lot of darkness out of her, making Tannen fly away a bit before landing next to Issei. Tannen, brat, what is going on? Issei, seems like the darkness has gotten to her, something is making her be like this, I hate to say this, but we have to fight her. And Griati can't even go back to my big form. I'm stuck in this human-like body, and she went back to her giant dragon form. Issei, just get ready because the darkness has given her a huge boost in power. Hanan lighting his fist on fire and Issei pulling out his keyblades with Drago boosting his speed. Tiamat swung her tail at them. Tannen stood his ground grabbing her tail before spinning her around and sending her into the sky. Issei took this chance and jumped towards Tiamat, who recovered midair, sending blue fireballs at Issei, but he managed to cut right through it and began slashing at Tiamat, damaging one her wings, but he wasn't done as he has Alan and Elin combined with him, again sending a dragon shot at Tiamat, while Alan and Elin shot their own beam attack from their mouth, leaving a burn mark on Tiamat's stomach. Issei, please tell me that's it. Hanan, sorry kid, but dragons fight till they feel like they can't no more. Prepare for round 2. Issei, sigh, alright Drago, let's do this. Kingdom balance breaker. Issei, now wearing his armor, once again fly at Tiamat with Tannen being rearguard, shooting a bunch of fireballs at Tiamat, taking the hit but seeming unaffected by it. She saw Issei coming at her, smacking him away with her tail, landing straight in a lake. Alan and Elin began patching him since the hit actually hurt him a lot. Issei, damn it Drago, what the hell did you to her to make her hate you like this? Drago, I may have promised her eggs. Issei, eggs, wait, you mean as in kids? Drago, yeah. Issei, no wonder she hates you, she has a good reason to hate you. Drago, not my fault, I would die that day. Issei, well, guess it's time for you to apologize. Drago, what? Issei dropped his keyblades and began taunting Tiamat, having her charge at him at full force. Tannen was expecting him to move out of the way and do something, but he didn't. He took the hit holding his ground. He even saw a butt of blood come out of his helmet. Tannen, that crazy bastard. Issei, Tiamat, listen to me, damn it, the stupid dragon of mine. Drago, hey. Issei, shut it Drago, listen Tiamat, I know what my dragon did was wrong, but he has something to say to you, please just listen to him. Tiamat began to calm herself down a bit to listen to Drago. Drago, sigh, look Tiamat, I know what I promised all those years ago. I called to achieve. I'm sorry, I had to leave you alone all those years ago. You were my mate and I was yours. You really think I didn't have any regrets not being able to leave you one egg? I wanted to start our family, but now look at me stuck in the sacred gear. Just as a toolist in Tiamat, I may not be able to give you that egg you always wanted, but I have someone else who would be perfect for you and I give him my blessing to try. Meet my partner Issei Haidu, the new Red Dragon Emperor. Issei, wait, what? Tiamat, Drago. Just listening to Drago apologize like that made the darkness leave her and calm her down, turning her back to her normal human size. Tiamat, stupid dragon, as if he'll forgive you, that is silly. You Issei, was it? Issei, why yes. Tiamat, Drago said to give you shot so I will don't make me regret keeping you alive. Issei, why yes mama. Drago, thank you Tiamat, and for what it's worth, I'm sorry for our promise. If there was any way for me to give you one I would, but I'm stuck inside this thing. Tiamat, sigh, it's fine Drago, at least you have apologized, that at least all I ask for, thank you. Drago, you're welcome Tiamat. Everything was calmed down now and Tiamat was now in her human size form. Issei, thank the gods, and now if you need me. Issei finally gave out and passed out. That hit actually did a good amount of damage on him, not giving him a chance to use cure. Alan should have seen that coming. Elin, we have a strange master. Tannen, who the hell are you two? Alan, we are master's loyal sidekicks. Elin, I think he meant names, you idiot, my name is Elin and Hess Alan. Tannen, pleasure meeting you too. So this guy here, has he been living here for a while with Drago? Alan, actually he not from here, he comes from Kuo, at least that's what Drago says. Tannen, you mean where the land where Ria's Gremory lives? I feel like we would have heard of the Red Emperor living somewhere around there. Alan, Drago says he got transported to another world a few years back and lost his memory, even he doesn't know who his parents are or who he even is. Tannen, damn, so we got nothing. What does he work for the Yokai faction then? Elin, Yokai no Hess human, he just got turned into that because of world traveling. He has armor that allows him to travel from different worlds. He hopes maybe he can find his way back and maybe his friends along the way. Tannen, damn, so wait, those weapon he had earlier, what were they? They seemed familiar. Alan, those were Keyblade legendary weapons that haven't been seen since. Tannen, the great Keyblade Warbot, I thought all Keyblade wielders died that day, how is that brat one? Alan, don't know, we just roll with it, since the Keyblades chose him he must be destined to do something good. Tiamat, how long has been using them? Elin, days I have to say, and so far Hess using them really good, wielding them. Tannen, if he were to return back to Kuo the devils will surely try to recruit him. Alan, please, that is if they can get to him. I'm sure the day he does return back to his homeworld he will be strong enough to handle anyone. I mean, for crying out loud, he was able to handle Tiamat for a quick while. Tannen, that was until he chose to take that hard of a hit and is past. Issei, am still alive, also cure. Issei was back to his normal self, full of energy, but had to wait for his magic to fully come back to him, which shouldn't take long. Tiamat, so Issei was, it looks like we will be joining you on your quest since we want to reach Kuo like you. Issei really now well I'm not going to say no, since I could use some help fighting these heartless wait. And wait those things are back too was that the thing that got to Tiamat. Issei sigh yeah it's sort of my mission to protect these worlds as well, so nothing horrible will happen. Tiamat so now we are fighting those little bastards again damn well looks like we will be in for a long adventure then. Issei yeah crap I need to go back to Ogre it's already getting this dark and he offered me a place to stay. And we will be here waiting for tomorrow brat we are used to sleeping outside. Issei like hell follow me I'm pretty sure I can talk in a good word for you guys for Ogre. So Issei using Drago spread out his wings so did Tannen and Tiamat flying towards where Ogre was since, but they got to the building Issei thought he would be, but didn't find him, so he chose to fly in the sky to look for him with the others behind, and he saw him talking to the panda Issei saw a while back they flew down in front of them, and panda seemed shocked to see them. Issei hey they're sorry to scare you like that we were flying by to see where Ogre was in here he was sorry for not asking, but what is your name? Oh my name is Po nice to meet you. Issei well Po good to see you as well and congrats on being the dragon warrior. Po thanks, but I don't think it'll last long being it I don't know nothing about kung fu, even the Furious 5 don't like me. Issei so who cares what they think. Po Issei dude you just need practice I mean for God's sake, I just started using these weapons. Issei pulls out his keyblades to show him and his gauntlets. Po whoa so cool. Issei cool yes but very hard to use I'm sure Ogre already had this talk with you and sir please don't leave yet need to talk with you real quick but Po you be proud on who you are if the Furious 5 hate you so what you are just learning if you like tomorrow we can train together with my friends here. And wait what? Issei okay just me since my friend here is being a jerk. Oh really? Issei yeah I don't mind but don't expect me to use my weapon against you I can fight with my fist as well probably not like the Furious 5 but in my own way alright. Oh yeah alright thank you Issei was it? Issei yep well I'll see you later Po alright. Oh yeah thanks man. So Po ran back to his room to get some sleep while Issei stayed and began talking with Ogre, hoping to have his two friends stay with him for a while until the enemies has been fighting go away. Ogre said they can stay at the training ground where there was couple of beds for them to stay in, they accepted and went their way. The next day. Issei woke up early to the sound of stuff being moved around, he got up to see what was going on, and he saw Po setting up equipment to begin his training making him laugh since Issei didn't have any type of training, and here he was wielding two keyblades like it's nothing. Issei hey Po. Po oh hey there Issei what are you doing here? Issei me and my friends got permission from Ogre to stay here for the night since we are pretty much homeless, so what's up with you ready to train? Po more than ever where do we start? Issei for one let's see how hard you hit come on lay a hit on me. Po are you sure? Issei sure come on. So Po went in to swing at Issei who just caught his fist smirking. Issei I said you can hit me, but I didn't say I will let you hit me come on Po. So Po began swing his arm trying to hit Issei, who kept dodging his hits and Hess noticed that he really didn't have any type of fighting style his footwork was sloppy, his hit connecting with his hand didn't even hurt. Issei alright Po you really are rusty you don't even have a fighting style here try this. Issei got into a boxing position having Po copy him he then noticed it was good enough fixing his position and standing next to him and having him focus on just punch rapidly till he got the feel of it. And I can't believe this kid is actually training the panda. Tiamat why isn't he using his blades? Alan I think he knows that he is mostly going to be fighting with his fist so this is the best he can do. Beelin hey guys. They saw Issei flying past them crashing straight into a tree. Oh my god I'm so sorry. Issei are you kidding me that was awesome damn my jaw hurts Atlas I know you can punch hard. Issei was about to continue the training till they saw Shifu at the door shocked to see Po still here and most seeing Issei and his friends there. Shifu what are you still doing here panda and you four as well. Issei Ogre let us don't be getting high and mighty with me. Oh and I just came up to train master Issei was helping me. Shifu you know kung fu. Issei PFFT no I just know basic boxing and kickboxing but I mostly use my keyblades. As he says that he summons his keyblades in front of them, putting his blue one on his shoulders while just holding his red one out. Oh whoa what are those? And keyblades a legendary weapon that chooses their wielder hence Issei here and he was chosen by two which is actually quite amazing. Ogre so he didn't even try to obtain them he was just given hand out. Issei geez what's gotten to you cat? Monkey oh he should have said that. Crane you think? While those two were having their little chat Issei and Tigris got into their own little struggle, while Issei may not know kung fu, he was still skilled enough to hold off Tigris. Arrow. Point his keyblades to the ground making a little twister, making it an air battle, giving Issei the advantage pulling out his way flying at Tigris, ready to land a clean blow on her, but her master had enough and got in front of her grabbing Issei from his wrist and threw him to the ground, sure he wasn't hurt but was shocked at the speed of his. Issei nice. And fast little guy. Tiamat well I guess that makes up for his lack of strength. Mantis did that guy just pull out wings from his back? Viper yeah and what was the wind attack? And that's what we call magic and Issei there has more than just that. Oh awesome hey Issei can you teach me that can you? Issei probably not you see you need like magic energy within you to be able to do that and not to be a jerk, none of you guys have any magic within you, only ones are Tannen and Tiamat with Alan and Elin. Oh these little guys can do it too. Alan I may be little but I can kick butt. Elin idiot forget we can change size, but yeah we are little, but magic is our specialty. Shifu HMP Panda you will be getting training from us now you clearly can't learn nothing from this guy. Issei he was doing just fine the heck is your problem jeez. And Issei it's best if we let him be should you be worry about the enemy. Issei sigh yeah you're right sorry Po we got our own babies to handle. Po alright I understand, but it's still cool I get to train with Master Shifu. Issei yeah train. Issei and his friends walk out of the training area and head towards the village, where they expect to see more Heartless appear, and just as they landed Heartless began appearing out of nowhere. Issei everyone run inside now. And damn so they really have come back, and it seems they have evolved too somehow these things know kung fu. Tiamat less complaining and more killing. So now Issei and his groups were destroying all the Heartless in sight with Issei throwing his keyblades like boomerangs destroying a group of them Tannen charging up a fire breath, vaporizing a few of them, well some of them have a burn effect on themselves, so he just chose to light his fist on fire and began fighting the Heartless hand to hand at one point, he got kneed in the stomach and thrown into a building with a couple of civilians in there shocked Tiamat at the point, used her dragon claws slicing the Heartless into pieces Issei got his keyblades and used cure on Tannen patch him up. And damn it these things have gotten tougher than last time. Tiamat yeah on the bright side we are almost done. Issei you just had to say that. More began appearing on top of the buildings, some now wielding bows shooting arrows at them, Issei flew into the sky with Tannen and Tiamat following behind, while Alan and Elin grew in size getting on all four and began sending out roar attacks, blasting the Heartless towards Issei, who just slashed them in half. Issei nice work you too. Alan thanks but we got a big guy coming up get ready. And Alan was right as now they had to deal with a giant Chinese dragon flying around the place aimed straight at them. And how come he gets to be big? Issei don't know just get ready. Issei charged straight at stabbing his keyblades in its head, causing it to wail in pain, and try to swing him off Tannen, lit his fist on fire, punching the Chinese dragon in the stomach. Tiamat did something crazy jumping into its mouth of the Chinese dragon, and began burning it from the inside. Issei took that chance to fire dragon shot right through it, killing the Heartless releasing the heart. Issei okay so that settles that. And why did these things choose to appear here I thought they would go for people with darkness in their hearts. Issei everyone has a dark spot in their heart you can't escape it the question is, will you let it take over you to make you well into the giant dragon? Tiamat so what now? Issei I think it's best if we get something to eat I'm pretty hungry after that fight. And I can go for a bite. Tiamat well if you are eating so am I come on I remember seeing a noodle shop not too far from here. Issei alright. And I just want to know if this currency works here. Issei worked for me so there should be a problem with it. And alright then. Issei and the other follow Tiamat to the noodle shop to grab a bite to eat, but they didn't think they would eat that much. Issei even checked they pretty much just used all their money. Issei wow do we dragons eat that much? And yes we do kid. Tiamat well I'm full. Issei how do you manage to keep your figure when eating that much? Tiamat oh so you've noticed my figure eh? Issei not like that geez. They didn't even notice how long they were out it was dark already sure they fought a few small fry Heartless on the sideline, but all in all not much problem, but they were soon about to, as when they were climbing up a bunch of stairs to see Po to see how he was they all felt a life pass away, and Issei knew it was. Issei Ugwais. Tannen gone. Tiamat but has skilled enough to handle a couple of Heartless how did we lose him? Issei it wasn't the Heartless, it seems he did it on his own terms come on we have to go check on Po. So Issei and the group began running up the stairs to reach Po, but halfway up there they saw Shifu jump out of nowhere and land in front of them blocking Po's path. Oh come on how do you expect me Tai Lung I can't even beat you down the stair. And what's going on? Issei shhh. Shifu you will beat him because you are the dragon warrior. Oh you don't believe that you never believed since the first day the only thing you've ever done is try to get rid of me. Shifu yes I was, but now I ask you to trust in your master as I have come to trust in mine. Oh you're not my master and I'm not the dragon warrior. Shifu then why did you stay you knew I was trying to get rid of you yet you stayed. Oh yeah I knew that, but I stayed because no matter what you did to didn't hurt as living everyday just being me I stayed because I thought if anyone could change me and make me well and not me would be you the greatest kung fu teacher of all of China. Shifu I can change you to the dragon warrior and I will. Oh come on, Tai Lung is on his way right now, and even if it took him years to hear, how would you change this into the Dragon Warrior huh? Issei if he keeps thinking like that of course he'll never become the Dragon Warrior. They kept watching as Po kept asking how Shifu was going to do it until he admitted he doesn't know. Issei damn. And Issei I like the fact you want to help, but for now we have to let them think things through. Issei but Hess my friend. Tiamat Issei look. Issei's group seeing Tigress jump from a high place. Issei damn she must be going after Tai Lung. And let go Issei if that Shifu guy was that worried over Tai Lung has a huge threat. Issei damn right let's go guys Alan Elin keep an eye on Po alright. Alan yes sir. Elin you got it. Issei Tannen and Tiamat spread their wings and began fly next to Tigress what they didn't expect the rest of them to join. Tigress why are you following us? Issei 1 this guy sound like a big threat if Shifu is worried about him we want to help and we don't care if you want our help or not. Tigress HMP fine. So now they fly off to defeat Tai Lung. But Sora. We see our favorite key wielder fighting a man with blonde hair struggling up but winning in the end. Sora had that was a nice match if only my friends could have seen Makari, Riku, Issei we will meet up soon, I promise I know you guys are strong, so we will get through this. Back with Issei. Issei and the Furious Five have been running for a while now towards where Tai Lung should be since Issei didn't really know where to go, he put his trust on Tigress, but they got to where they needed to be, and soon enough they were met with Tai Lung. Tannen HMP he doesn't seem like much. Issei Tannen you forget about the darkness don't you? Tannen ah crap and this guy seems like he would be full of it. Issei well get rid of you guys we are just back up, so fire any magic you got alright. Tannen yeah let's do this. Issei don't worry Po I will solve your problem for you bud just you wait. Issei was now in the middle of a battle having to fight Tai Lung since Tigress and her group got beaten by him even though they did everything to keep him back, even cutting the bridge down, even Issei had to admit he had to be defeated after that till he still noticed that he was down there still alive and if that wasn't enough then it was definitely a dead giveaway when the broken bridge began spinning in circle, launching Tai Lung into the air landing behind them, the Furious Five hitting their pressure point knocking them out. Issei shit. I am guessing you are the Dragon Warrior. Issei HMP no, but that doesn't mean I can't beat you. I ha how adorable you think a kid like you can beat me listen well, Brad I've trained for years to reach where I am and soon I will be known throughout the lands as the real Dragon Warrior. Issei like hell Po will defeat you I know he will, but not before I defeat you myself. Kingdom Balance Breaker. Issei activated his Balance Breaker with Tannen and Tiamat ready to fight as well. Oh this will be interesting. Issei charged a Tai Keyblades in hand, but surprisingly enough Tai Lung stopped his attacking by blocking it with just his arms, but Issei just kicked him in the guts and slashed downwards, making Tai Lung back up a bit. Boost. Issei Tannen Tiamat take the others. Tannen what? Issei we can't have them in the crossfire it'll hold off Tai Lung. Issei put up a barrier around him and Tai Lung. I lucky shot brat well guess I really don't need to hold back. Tai Lung appears in front of Issei and did a inch punch on him actually breaking through his armor and hitting directly in the stomach but then kick him into the air and began punch him off the barrier repeatedly like a bouncy ball. Brag Issei if you don't start fighting back I swear to God. Issei activated his thrusters finally stopping the punches he wiped off the blood coming out of his mouth and charged a Tai Lung head on hitting against the barrier, he then began spinning his blades into the air, throwing them at Tai Lung who caught the pure blade, but got stabbed by the bloody one Issei took the chance and an uppercutted Tai into the air before sending a barrage of dragon shots at him, sending to the ceiling of the barrier, summoning his blades, began building up his magic firing. Fira. Issei fired a stronger version of fire at Tai Lung, landing straight on seeing Tai Lung body fall to the ground, all beaten up making Issei think he has won. Issei take that you overgrown tiger leopard whatever I just won. Tannen well we got to do nothing thanks a lot Brad. Issei just be happy we won sheesh at least Po doesn't have to worry any. Before Issei could finish his sentence he felt a dark power rising further and further. Issei more. Issei got punched straight in his face destroying half of his helmet. Ah yes this is the power that Dragon Warrior should have pure darkness, this is the power to take back everything that's rightfully mine. Issei not if have something to say about it. Issei fixed his helmet getting back up ready to fight, but this time Tannen and Tiamat were ready as well, since Crane took the rest back to Shifu and Po. Tannen you ready Issei? Issei yeah you Tiamat. Tiamat let's do this. Tannen lit his hands on fire while Tiamat lit her legs on fire, hitting Tai Lung in the chest, making him crash into a couple of trees, but he bursted out sending Dark Claw attack at them, but Issei slashed it away with his own attack and shot a beam of light through him damaging him. Brave partner just beat the darkness out of him look this may sound unpleasant, but it's not your destiny to beat him it's Po's. Issei but. And while I'm new to all this, Drag is right, you can't mess with destiny soon. Po will have to fight this guy. This will be his first real fight as a dragon warrior. All we have to do is beat the darkness out of him to make him at least the same level as Po. Issei, damn it, fine. Issei deactivated his armor and putting all of his power into his keyblades, while Tannen and Tiamat were just being ragdolled by Tai Lung, suddenly gained huge dark claws, crushing them both and smacking through many trees. Tannen Issei's it now or ever. Tiamat, hurry it up. Issei, hold him in place, damn it. Tiamat and Tannen both grabbed Tai Lung from his arms, pinning him to the ground. Issei jumped into the air, aiming his weapons at Tai Lung, shooting a beam of light right through him, making the darkness be released, flying into the air, taking a new form. Issei, there, now move that guy, we face the main threat. Tiamat threw Tai Lung to the side, who just seemed to be knocked out, but now Issei and the others were now stuck fighting a giant wolf-type heartless with gloves and metal boots. Issei ran at him, dodging a kick, slash him on the upper body, leaving a nasty gash on his chest, but Issei got sweep kicked and crushed to the floor, breaking a few ribs and making him cough out blood. Tannen got pissed off and uppercut the heartless and stabbed its eyes out, but it was useless as it grew its eyes back, but did take heavy damage, but it wasn't over as Tiamat did an axe kick on the heartless, smashing it to the floor, giving Tannen and Tiamat the chance to send a breath attack at it. They thought they finished the heartless off, but not yet, as it came charging out of the fire, hitting Tiamat and Tannen pressures points. Tannen, son of a. Tiamat, Issei, it's up to you. They were both in potato state, not being able to move. Issei used cure on himself to patch himself up, but now came the hard part. Having no magic meant Issei had to fight with just his blades. Drag, you've got this, partner, I will have your back. Issei, let's do this, Drag. Issei ran up to the heartless, taking a punch head on. He took the pain and stabbed his blade in the side of the heartless, making it scream, grabbing Issei from his arm and spinning him around, throwing him into a tree. The heartless pulled the blade out of its side, throwing on the ground. Issei summoned it back and began spinning both of them like a disc, throwing them at the heartless, slicing one of its arms off. It dodged the other one just in time, but Issei summoned both them back again and boosted himself off a tree, stabbing his blade straight in the head of the heartless before slicing it in half, finishing it off for good. Issei, take that, you damn heartless. Issei shouted into the sky, claiming the win, but then passed out feeling tired as hell. An hour later. Issei began waking up to come poking to see Alan and Elin, all worried. Alan, oh thank God you are awake. Elin, we thought we lost you. Issei, infinite. Tannen and Tiamat. Tannen, we're fine. Issadam, that thing fraught just like Tai Lung. Tiamat, yeah, hitting us in our pressure points like the others. Speaking of which, you two, did that crane guy bring them to Shifu? Alan, that's the thing. Tai is on his way. Po is about to fight him. Issei, have faith in him, I'm sure hell win. Let go see this fight happen. Issei goes into his balance breaker, spreading his wings, so did Tannen and Tiamat, and they flew towards Po to see the fight happen, and in all honesty, they were surprised on Po was handling this. His fatness did take most of them damage, so he wasn't that hurt, but he still wasn't really fighting back, just using distraction to get Tai Lung away from Shifu. But Po did take a heavy blow from Tai Lung, losing the dragon scroll, but when Issei saw it shined, confusing him, but let it slide because when Issei saw Po punch Tai Lung right through a building. Issei, holy. Tannen, go Po. Now Po was fighting Tai Lung, dodging his moves, stepping on his foot, even making him bite his own tail. But most funny part was when Issei hit him with his butt, skidding through the floor before crashing into a building again. But Tai got back up, charging at Po, but got hit straight into the sky, with passing Issei and the others, before falling back down in front of Po. But Tai Lung tried to go for one punch, but Po caught and held his pinky up. Of course, Issei couldn't hear what was going on, but when he saw Po bring the pinky down, the blast knocked Issei out of the air for a bit. Tannen had to catch him, but everything cleared up to see Po has won. Issei, alright Po. Po, Issei, oh am I so glad to see you alive. Issei, ha, it's going to take a lot more than that to defeat me. Tannen, congrats on your win Po, nice fighting there. Tiamat, not bad for a panda, that for sure. Po, thanks you guys. Po then see the whole village walking back. When they see Po alive, they celebrate as Po defeated Tai Lung. Even the Furious showed their respect, bowing down to him, calling him master. But when Po got called that he remembered Shifu, everyone watches, he runs off, but Issei went towards the scroll, picking it up. Tannen, Issei, you okay? The scroll began to glow again, releasing a beam of light into the sky. Issei got his pure ultima and shot a beam of lighting the keyhole in the sky. Issei, this world is now safe. Tannen, Issei. Issei, what now? Tannen, are you okay? Issei, yeah, just don't really know what happened, but it seemed I just shut this world from the darkness for now, that is. Tannen, so our job is done. Ogre, so that means you have to leave. Issei, yeah, but we will meet again. Tell Po it was fun getting to know him, but to not worry, we will come back, we are friends anyway. Tiamat, so seems like we will be going into your armor then, huh? Issei, yeah, you guys ready? Tannen, yeah, let's save some worlds. Tiamat, let's do this. Alan, always ready. Elin, count me in. Issei summoned them into his armor where they can see through his helmet and spread his wings to take off. Issei, see you guys later. Monkey, be back soon. Crane, thank you for all your help. Viper, bye now. Mantis, come back if you ever want to hang out. Tigress, Issei, take care now, don't be losing anytime soon, I want to challenge you. Issei, that's a promise, see ya guy. And just like that, Issei flew into the sky for another adventure awaiting, and this new world he's traveling to we will all enjoy. Issei landed in a forest confused as all hell, but most of all Issei was more confused when he saw his friends. Tannen, what the? Fiery. Issei, oh my god, you are human, and Alan and Elin can't talk no more. Tiamat, why am I short? Issei, hey, you actually look adorable. Tiamat, hey. Issei, where are we anyway? They walked around in the forest hoping to find something, but they only ran into a little house, or so they thought, as behind it was a giant ass factory. Issei, how you think if we ask for direction there they will tell us? Tannen, cold heart to try. They walk into the building but saw nobody in the place, they just another door opened leading to the inside of the factory. They opened it, but what they saw was really odd. Tannen, is that Ogre doing Parker? Tiamat, yeah, and he seems to be doing a pretty good job at it. Issei, should we do something, this doesn't seem right. The Ogre began tipping over a giant bucket onto all the people that were shooting him, but when Issei saw that it was turning everyone into either humans or household items. Issei, guy, Ogre coming and move. Tannen, I caught a donkey. Tiamat, I got a cat. Issei moved out of the way for the Ogre to land in front of him. Who the heck are you people? Issei, relax, we aren't your enemy, we are just very confused on what the hell is going on here. Donkey, we will explain later, it's better if we run. They see an angry mob of household items coming at them, even birds. Tannen just used a breath attack, burning them all, but also caught the bodies. Tannen, well, I got food for later, let's go now. So they finally ran away with Tannen carrying a bunch of cooked birds until they were finally far away from the place. Issei, okay, so what the heck happened back there, why were they after you three? Donkey, oh, can I answer this please, 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 please? Tiamat, I will turn you into food if you keep this up. Issei, Tiamat, relax. Donkey, well, for one, this here Shrek and this guy here is Puss. Issei, well, nice to meet you guys, but what happened back there? Donkey, oh, Shrek here is trying to find something for his wife to make her happy once again, so they can live happily ever after, so that potion right there is going to do it. Issei, are sure it's safe though? Donkey, that's what I'm worried about too. Shrek, are you sure this is a good idea? Shrek, what can possibly go wrong? Issei, you explode. Tannen, your guts spill out. Tiamat, you become donkey. Shrek, oh god. Issei, that's what scares you. Puss, if you want I would gladly lay my life on the line for you, senior. Donkey, oh heck no, if there's going to be any animal testing it's going to be me. Fiery. Issei, yeah, that guy isn't so smart. Donkey began drinking the potion only for Shrek to take it before he drank it all. Shrek, well, how do you feel? Donkey, I don't feel any different. Puss still looks like an ass. Issei just laughs at that comment knowing full well what he meant by it. Shrek, maybe it doesn't work on donkeys, well, bottoms up Fiona. Donkey, Shrek, there's no going back after this, no more being an ogre Shrek. Sure, I know Donkey, but I love Fiona a lot more. Issei just stares at Shrek and actually respects him doing this just for the person he loves. Shrek began drinking the potion and his stomach began to growl pretty loud, so Issei put up a barrier around them to keep them protected, but what they weren't expecting was Shrek releasing that biggest fart in their life. Tannen, Jesus Christ, thank you for the barrier, that smell would have killed us. Tannen, what does he eat? Issei, I don't even want to know. Shrek looks in disappointment, the potion didn't work, the one thing he had hoped for. Shrek, maybe Fiona and I just weren't meant to be. Issei, hey, don't say that, dude, look, I don't know you well, but Fiona must have seen something in you that very day when you confessed to her, why else would she have stayed with you? Shrek, maybe as a thanks for just rescuing from a dragon. Issei, see, you keep that attitude up, of course she will try to leave you, try to have more faith in yourself, geez. Before they could continue their conversation it began raining. Donkey began making a big deal out of it, but everyone else began running trying to find shelter. They found a little barn to stay in. Tiamat began to fall asleep on Issei's lap, while Alan and Elin slept near Tannen, who slept in a hay bale. Issei slept peacefully on one as well, while Shrek and Donkey looked at the castle before randomly passing out, and Shrek landed on top of Puss. Next day. Issei began waking up with a lot of women talking, some even checking him out, scaring him that he pulled out his gauntlets. Tiamat woke up and breathed out a bit of fire, and Tannen was already up eating an apple. Tannen, morning, you two lovebird. Issei, Tannen, what the hell happened? Tannen, well, for one. Tannen points to Shrek and Donkey where Shrek was now human and Donkey was a full-fledged horse. Issei, I guess the potion really did work, or Alan gave me a weird ass apple. Fiery. Issei, I'm joking, Alan, but Shrek, is this what you wanted? Shrek, no, but if it's for Fiona I will gladly do this for her. Tannen picks up the bottle and began reading the warning on the back, saying that by midnight Shrek has to his true love for the effects to be permanent. Shrek, why is it always around midnight? Issei fairy tale stories in a nutshell. Issei pulls out his keyblade and shoots a beam of light at Shrek, giving him new clothes since the one he was wearing were too big for him. Shrek, ha, thanks kid, wait, now that I think about it, I never got your name. Issei, oh, name's Issei, hi dude, this is Tannen, and this is Tiamat. Tannen, yo. Tiamat, hey there, Ogre, I can't even call you that anymore. Fiery. Shrek, well, that's enough of that donkey, come on, it's time to go to Fiona. Issei gets up and spreads his wings with Tannen and Tiamat doing the same thing. Shrek, you guys are coming along. Issei, yeah, we have nothing else to do, so let's go. They chose to follow Shrek. Unknown to them, black creatures were following right behind them. Issei, oh shit, they actually are here. Shrek, what in the world are these rats? Issei, sorry Shrek, well, catch up, but these things are our responsibility. Issei stopped mid-air and dashed at the Heartless, slicing them up with his keyblades. Tannen lit up his fist and blasted some away. Tiamat flew up into the air and built up a giant fireball, causing a massive explosion, but also setting the forest on fire. Issei, Tiamat, why? Tiamat, they were annoying. Issei, screw it. Issei summoned a huge amount of water putting the fire out, but the Heartless kept coming at them, even some that looked like horses began charging at them. Issei, Tannen, let's do this. Tannen made flaming swords out of his fire and was standing behind each other, slicing any Heartless horse in half. Of course, one Heartless kicked Issei right in the face, sending him skidding through the floor. Tiamat, why is there so many of these guys right now? That would be because of me, you pesky little boy. Issei, what the? Issei saw a fairy woman come out of nowhere with two knight-shaped Heartless by her side. Issei and his group were already ready for battle with this random person. Issei, just who the hell are you, lady? Why in the heck are you attacking us? What have we done to you? Godmother, fairy godmother, the one who is trying desperately to give Fiona her happy ending. Issei, with the way you're using the Heartless, I refuse to believe that Shrek is Fiona's happily ever after. Godmother, that's what you believe, boy, but I'm not here to handle you, have fun with my little soliders. The Godmother disappeared, leaving the two knight Heartless, one wielding a sword and one wielding a battle axe. Tannen, get out of my face. Tannen went in to punch the Heartless right in the chest. He landed his attack, but it barely did anything. Issei, what the Tannen move now? But it was a hit late as he was hit with the axe, ending flying away till he recovered mid-air, landing right next to Tiamat. Tiamat, okay, these guys are strong. Issei, not stronger than us, let's do this, guys. Issei entered his kingdom balance breaker form and clashed sword with the knight with the sword. The one with the battle axe tried to smash him to the ground, but Tiamat and Tannen both kicked him away. Tannen, you're our opponent, you no good metal bastard. The Heartless swung the battle axe at Tannen, but Tiamat got a hold on it and was at a stalemate with it. Tannen took the chance, lit his foot on fire, and did a backflip kick on the Heartless, making a crack on the helmet. Of course, this enraged the Heartless, and it kicked Tiamat in the stomach, making her lose her grip in the axe. It swung it on the floor, causing a massive crater, making Tannen and Tiamat lose their balance. It took the chance and stabbed the axe into Tannen's chest, causing massive pain. On him, Issei heard this and charged at the Heartless with the sword on, following behind Issei, stabbed his keyblades into the battle axe Heartless using his thruster and smashed him into a tree. The sword Heartless was still behind Issei, left a nasty slash mark on his back. Tiamat, Issei. Issei, get off me, you damn Heartless prick. Dragon cannon. Issei trapped the Heartless into a green explosion that formed in Issei's hand, destroying the Heartless, but the heart wasn't released as the other part of it went into the battle axe Heartless, the fused with the Heartless evolving. Issei. Tannen, one final attack and let's end this guy. Issei, screw it, let's do it. Issei had his keyblade spinning in front of him while he charged up his attack. Tannen and Tiamat sent a giant fire breath attack at the Heartless. Alan and Elin transferred their power into Tannen and Tiamat to boost their power, and Issei sent his attack in time, releasing a giant red beam at the Heartless. With their attacks combined, you'd think it would have defeated the Heartless, but no, it just stood there all fine, only a little scratch on his armor, that's it. Tannen, you've got to be. Tannen got stabbed straight through the chest and smashed onto Tiamat, knocking them both out. Alan and Elin got into the crossfire, unable to fight. Issei, using only his keyblades, kept on fighting, but he got grabbed by the Heartless, choking him. Issei took a risk and sent a ball of fire right at his face, hoping it would do something, but of course, nothing. This Heartless was ready for them all. Issei was seeing darkness, thinking he was about to finally pass, but as luck had it wasn't his time yet, as he was saved by someone he didn't expect to see in a while. Riku, yo, Issei, already giving up like that, dude? Issei, cough. Riku. Riku, didn't think I would be seeing you here first, Sora, and now you. Issei, of course you would be able to easily hurt this guy, you were better than me when it came to sword fights. Riku looks at Issei and sees him pretty injured and looks at Issei's friend, seeming a bit pissed off as well. Riku, Issei, help me, I know a way to save Sora and Kairi, but I need your help. Issei really wait Riku I can't yet I have to help Shrek I can't have him fight alone. Riku forget about him Issei what's more important someone you just met or your friends. Issei Riku what the heck is the matter with you they are both important. Riku Issei they are people just meant even those two you barely know them should we be the ones that are important to you. Issei you are Riku that's why I'm trying to find Sora and Kairi but that doesn't mean I won't help those along the way. Issei got back up but held onto his side since he was pretty beaten up. Riku Issei I will give you one choice you come with me alone and help me save Kairi and Sora or I let you become a prisoner here. Issei just looked pissed off his best friend, the one he thought he could count on, no matter what was making him do this but Issei knew what he had to do. Issei I don't know who you are but you're not the Riku I know and care about, I will stick with my friends that I have right now and I will save Kairi and Sora my own way without you. Riku then this is goodbye Haidu. Riku shot a ball of darkness at Issei knocking him out cold. Godmother thank you so much dearly for the HELP. Riku HMP whatever he was just someone who would have held me back it's what he deserves do what you want with him, I have someone to rescue. Riku goes through a dark portal, leaving a beaten up Issei and friends Godmother had the heartless that was beaten them up chain them up and send them into a dungeon they were stuck for hours until Issei began waking up to see himself chained up to a wall, Tannen was hanged upside down pissed off and Tiamat was chained to the floor Alan and Elin were both in a small cage of course, once Issei woke up, he saw Shrek Donkey and Puss with him. Issei damn he can't believe Riku did that I thought he was my friend. Issei pulled out his keyblade and healed himself and his friends so they weren't injured no more, he also managed to point his keyblade at Tannen's chains, shooting a bright light to release him where he took the chance and broke the chain on Issei Tiamat and Shrek and his friends and destroying the cage Alan and Elin were in. Issei alright we are free, but what now? Shrek I'm going to go save my wife she needs me. Issei I'll help you out I can't let this happen. Shrek thank you Issei was it? Issei yeah come on let's. The group began to hear rumbling until they saw the wall break down with the same heartless that Issei and his friends fought, but it was wielding both a battle axe and a sword. Issei it's time for payback you son of a donkey. Donkey hey. Issei Shrek get out now and get to your wife this guy is mine. Kingdom power balance breaker. Issei armor once again was engulfed in his armor, but the style has completely changed. Imagine the blue parts are red. And well this is new. Issei I won't let you win like last time my other balance breaker was mostly a defense type with basic damage, this armor here is mostly power so. Issei stabbed his keyblade right through the heartless, causing it to lose its balance. Issei you have no chance in beating me now with my power balance breaker, the power it gives is nothing you can handle. Issei sent a whirlwind at the heartless knocking it out of the dungeon into the street. Tannen so that's a power type armor huh? Tiamat but if you notice Tannen it's powerful, but the speed is horrible and the defense is pretty basic. Tannen yeah that's the downside of it. Fiery. Tiamat yeah he will still win I know because he has us let's go guys. Tannen and Tiamat both had an aura of fire surrounding them Tiamat's being blues and Tannen dark red, both charged at the heartless, leaving a crater in the process, helping Issei handle the heartless by punch it right in the head, breaking it right off making it release a deadly scream a face appeared, but didn't really form just yellow eyes, could be seen Issei shut it up by stabbing his bloody ultima into the skull of it or whatever it was, but he wasn't finished as he sent a huge amount of fire into. Burning it from within he jumped back after seeing it have a spasm attack before finally the heart got released into the sky. Issei take that you bastard. Tannen hey Issei less talking we got to get to the castle quick. Issei yeah we have to help Shrek. Issei got out of his balance breaker and began flying towards the castle with the rest of his friends, but during the way they caught up with Shrek to see him on a giant gingerbread man. Issei what in the world? Tannen this guy's is insane, but by god does he have guts. Issei yo Shrek. Shrek Issei good to see you we have to get to the castle before it's too late or else Fiona will be marrying a man she doesn't love. Issei Hesse less. Issei Tannen and Tiamat flew to the top of the castle, where all the guards were, and began fighting all the knights there of course, Issei held back since he didn't want to kill the knights who were just doing their job, but he needed to help Shrek T. The group were all making their way to the dance floor, they were even surrounded by knights Issei just shot a dragon shot sending the flying, and one final push, Issei busted the door open, where everyone could see Shrek riding in a horse coming to save his wife. Shrek get your hands off my wife you slimy bastard. Fiona Shrek. Godmother you couldn't have just stayed on your swamp, let me tell you again ogres don't deserve happy endings. Issei wrong. Issei punched the hell out of fairy godmother grabbing her wand and crushing it with his bare hands. Issei everyone deserves a happy ending even ogres it's people like you and your damn son who deserve it, you're the villain in this, so I'll make sure I ruin your damn plans. Issei pointed his keyblade in the sky and shot a beam of light making it midnight. Godmother no prince her now she drank the potion. Prince went in and ed Fiona. This shocked Shrek thinking it was over, but it didn't work as Fiona only headbutted him and ran back into Shrek's arms. Issei, only true love can make it permanent, you damn fairy, and Prince and Fiona's love wasn't true. Godmother, you no good brat, you've ruined everything. Godmother began releasing so much darkness that it began covering the whole castle, signaling a boss fight. Issei was ready, so was Tannen and Tiamat, but Puss got ready as well, which got their attention. Puss, I will do everything I can to protect my new friend Shrek. Shrek, don't leave me out of this. Shrek was back to his normal self, so was Fiona in their ogre form. Donkey was back to his donkey self as well, also ready for action. Fiona, so she's the one who tried to ruin me, well, I won't sit back and hide, I will fight too. Donkey, you will regret messing with us. The Godmother summoned a new wand and began shooting at Issei, and Issei blocked it with his keyblade, while Shrek pulled out a shield and blocked the hit. Tannen got behind her and smashed her to the ground with his tail. Tiamat came in and hit right in the side before she hit the floor, sending her to Fiona, who did a high kick on her with Donkey. Puss and Issei jumped for her, both wielding a sword. Puss, leaving his signature on her back, while Issei just landed several slashes on her. Before having Shrek hold his keyblade as well, both shooting a beam of light right through her, destroying her, but she wasn't out, so Shrek chose to finish it by running up at her and belly slamming her, squishing her to death. She began floating into the air before just turning into bubbles. Prince, mommy, no. Issei, you evil days are over, you creep. Issei knocks him out with a kick to the face so he could be imprisoned. Shrek, fine, I'm so glad to have you with me once again. I'm so sorry for everything, I just wanted to. Fiona, don't Shrek, I already have the perfect life with just you in. Issei just smiles, finally a happy ending well for them. Issei still thought about why Riku would do any of that, what has happened to him. He noticed the look in his eyes, the look as if he's been betrayed, but Issei began having a mini flashback in his mind, holding onto his head, remember something important. Flashback. Issei, but Irina, I thought we were friends. Irina, you thought wrong. Issei, I only hang out with you only because my parents ask. You're just someone who can't even defend themselves. I would be surprised if anyone becomes your friend anyway. I'm leaving now, hope we never meet again, useless kid. Issei just had a blank stare in his eyes, tears rolling down his face before running back home, ashamed to think he had a friend. The people around him were right, he was a nobody. He ran as fast as his little legs could carry him until he finally reached home. Issei collapsed onto the floor, hugging his knees until someone came and comforted him, holding him tightly and patting his head, stroking his back as well. Her voice was like an angel. Issei would describe singing a song that Issei felt like he should know. When you walk away. Issei, you don't hear me say. Please, oh baby, don't go. Issei, simple and clean is the way you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Issei, mom. Present. Issei snapped out of it when Tannen was snapping his finger in front of him. Tannen, you okay? Issei, why, yeah, just something went through my mind. Was that a memory of mine, that look of mine when I was a kid, that look of betrayal? It seems like the same face Riku had, but we are friends, aren't we? Issei was just very confused at this point, but let it all go since it was time to celebrate for the win the group got. Even Issei began to sing Viva Loca with Puss and Donkey. It was a happy day, but soon Issei began to notice a shine in Tannen's pocket. It was the bottle that they got from Shrek. When he drank the potion, it shot a light into the air, revealing a keyhole. Issei pointed his keyblade at it, locking the world. Issei, another world is safe. Tannen, so I guess it's time for us to leave, huh? Tiamat, so where to now, Issei? Issei, Drag, where to? Drag, the nearest world I can tell is some world called the Book of Life. Issei, so it seems that's our new destination. Issei just looks at Shrek being all happy. He just smiles and leaves without leaving a word, but he did leave a note saying one day they will meet again. Issei, alright guys, time for a new world. Issei now with his friends within him going along for the adventure. Unknown to the group, they were being watched by a hooded figure. This kitty will soon remember and find the reason he was brought here. Isn't that right, old friend? The figure disappeared, leaving no trace that he was even there. No one has corrected me about Tiamat's name. I've been spelling it wrong the whole entire time. I legit gotta go back and change her name on all my chapters, damn it, lol. Issei traveling to the new world he was supposed to be in right now. They saw a small village, but instead of landing there his keyblade sent them somewhere the exact opposite. His keyblades just took him to a whole new place. Issei, okay, so now where are we? Tiamat, I don't know, but everyone seemed to like and party here. What do you think, Tannen? Everyone looks around to not see Tannen at all till they saw him in the parade with a freaking sombrero and maracas with Alan and Elin by his side. Issei, oh god damn it. Tiamat, come on, let's go get that idiot. Tannen, Areba. Issei, Tannen, get back over here, god damn it. Issei began chasing Tannen, but they got launched into the air thanks to a seesaw sending them into a castle where a group of skeleton were shocked to see them. Are these live people? How no one should be able to come down here if they are alive. Issei, hey there. Who are you guys and how did you get here alive? Issei, well, I can't really explain since even I don't know. My swords just brought me here and well now I'm here. Swords? Issei yep these. Issei pulls out his keyblades showing it to them. And you think it's a good idea to be showing that here. Issei I mean we must have brought here for a reason also these guys don't seem too bad I can trust them. Tiamat and what made you think you should join that fool over there? Fiery. Tiamat you know he never had sweet right. Fiery. Tiamat yeah he's a liar. Fiery. I'm sorry. Everyone just had a good laugh with what was going on everyone noticed Issei and his friends weren't bad people they even introduced themselves. Manolo pleasure meeting you. Carmen yo soy Carmen good to meet you. Issei also met the other relatives of Manolo they were all amazing people even his cousins that fought in the war. Issei wow you guys have history but why so much bullfighting? Manolo it's a family thing something I wasn't trying to be part of. Issei why did you become a part of it? Manolo my father forced it upon me saying it's what my mom wanted but seems like he was wrong. Issei well I think it's wrong to force that upon you I think your dad really did love you he did this so you could make your mom happy I'm guessing that's something you wanted right? Manolo even though she says she would have been proud of me if I wasn't a bullfighter. Issei so wait are you all technically dead? Manolo I mean yeah that's why we were shocked when we saw someone alive down here. Issei well my sword must have brought me down here for a reason. Issei just points his keyblade into the air having it shoot a beam of light, hoping it would lead him somewhere, and surprisingly enough it began going somewhere far away from the area. Issei how so it wants me to go over there. And why's that? Issei I don't know. Tiamat how about we find out? Issei yeah let's go guys hey Manolo, it was nice meeting you maybe we'll meet up soon, but I have to deal with this. Issei spread his dragon wings and began flying towards his light beam with Tannen and Tiamat following behind, but the further they got from Manolo and his group the darker and creepier it got. Issei just where is it leading me? Tannen I don't know but it better be important it was downing a bunch of tequila. Tiamat Tannen this is why I left your dragon group. Tannen because of my drinking. Issei Tannen you got a drinking problem we'll talk about that later though. Tannen I can stop whenever I want. Issei we will speak of this later. Issei and his group finally got to their location the land of the forgotten. Issei why would it lead me here what's so important here? Tannen let's look around maybe we can find something. Issei looked through caves and small mountains to find the thing they were looking for even Tannen dug to see if he could find it. Tiamat took through the sky looking for the thing until Issei finally found it but it was two blades stuck into the ground with a suit of armor on the floor. Issei hey wait a minute this seems almost like the same armor I wear. Drag but what is it doing down here of all places? Issei Drag you know something about this suit of armor. Drag sigh it belongs to one of my oldest wielders he was a noble man, even though he never used me, because he wanted to prove to everyone with his own strength he was strong, it was a shame that I lost him that day. Issei I'm sorry Drag I'm guessing compared to him I'm just a pile of garbage huh. Drag don't say that Issei even though yes you aren't as skilled as him you have done great things even wielding two keyblades, he would have been proud of you. Issei thanks Drag. Issei began digging a hole and buried the armor in it, paying his respect to it before walking towards the keyblades that were within the ground. Issei I'm guessing these are the keyblades he used. Drag actually no he used one keyblade I actually don't know what these two are but they seem dull as if their magic energy is just gone. Issei Issei grabbed both of the keyblades but for some off reason his head started to hurt but he didn't let go he held on and began sending his own magic into the blades. The light he released caught the attention on another person not afar. There shouldn't be light like this being released down in here I wonder what's going on. Issei tch just a little more. Drag Issei stop this is too much even for you. Issei no not yet it'll keep going he was near these for a reason so it'll keep on trying for him. Tiamat and Tannen met up again with Issei to see what he was doing but most they noticed the heartless charging towards Issei. Tannen get off my friends you damn dark creatures. Tannen dragon clawed the heartless who tried to attack Issei. Tiamat got near Issei and put up a barrier of fire around him before fighting the heartless herself. Alan and Elin choose to get serious as well and began changing their look from a small creature to a human. Alan I'm tired of not doing much as a small creature let's do this Elin. Elin alright Alan. Alan pulled out his scythe while Elin pulled out dual wielding guns and shot the heartless straight through the head. Issei guys. Drag better make it worth it Issei. Issei began pulling the keyblades out of the ground while still putting magic into them, but his head seemed to hurt even more in the process until he began seeing deeper into his memories. Flashback. Hey Issei thanks a lot for the help dude. Issei hey no problem man I'm happy to help you out even if you are a devil. Thanks Issei you really are a true friend sorry about everything with Arena though, but hey that was years ago and she was wrong, you got me as a friend always will be as well. Issei hey yeah thanks man come on let's get these to your master or else she will get mad at me for no reason. Issei and his friend walked towards an old building where they began setting things down before going their separate way. Since his friend had different responsibilities to handle, Issei was walking back home but got confronted by a redhead. Issei, can I help you? Listen well human, I don't want you near that boy anymore, you hear me? Issei, huh? He has training to complete and he can't do that with you in his way. Issei, what is your problem? I'm not listening to you, has my friend nothing you could do to stop that? Oh really, Kaneko, do it. The white-haired girl out of nowhere punched Issei in the stomach, making him cough out blood, injuring him severely. Going to try again. Issei, go eat dirt. Issei took another punch but to the face, knocking out one of his baby teeth. But you, what the heck is going on? Nothing, stay out of this human has to learn not to mess with my family. Issei's friend got in front of him taking out a sword ready to defend his friend. Issei just stared in shock. I said I will have your back, Issei, so even if this person is my master I will protect you. Issei, thank you. Present. Issei, Kibami friend. Issei pulled one keyblade out while he was still trying to pull the last one out, and of course another memory began coming to him. Flashback. Stay away from me. Issei, but I'm just trying to help. Who needs help from someone like you? I can do it on my own. Issei, stop being so stubborn, jeez. Issei was carrying someone on his back who was just punching him on his back to let her go, but he didn't care. Has been through worst thanks to Kiba's little group, but he didn't care. Kiba was always there to protect him, but he wanted to defend him too, so he took boxing and kickboxing classes, but he was still human, so there was a limit to how much he can do. I said I'm fine, I'm a devil for crying out loud with a dragon empress within me. Issei, yeah, and you were injured, I'm patching you up. Issei brought the girl into his house. His parents were out working, so he got the first aid kit and began bandaging the girl's leg. Why are you doing this? You really have no reason to. Issei, can't a guy just be nice? Yes, but to a random stranger. Issei, it just who I am. You should see the faces on my parents when I once brought a homeless girl to use our shower. They were mad at me, but they saw I had good reason, but sadly, she had to go. I hope she's okay. You're one weird kid. Issei, may I get that a lot? Thanks. Issei, you say something. I said thanks, alright, geez. Issei, yeah, just wanted to hear you say it again. Why I oughta. Issei, sorry but pleasure meeting you. Issei, hi, do and you. Since I can't get rid of you it'll be stuck with you. My name is. Present. Issei, volley. Issei pulled the last keyblade out of the ground, both now fully active and ready to be used. He was low on breath and was about to pass out till he was caught by someone Drag knew too well. Brag, Ericus. Ericus, hello old friend. Brag, how is it that you're alive? Ericus, not sadly, using the last remaining magic my armor there had to help him here. Brag, I see. Ericus, Drag, take good care of him, he will do great things, I just know it since the one who saved him that day. One final flashback. Issei was running for dear life. A group of rogue demons were trying to kill him for having a sacred gear and refusing to join them. They were doing everything to kill a year-old here and so far, so that way they couldn't hurt his family or friends. He was ready to die, being cornered, smiling, since this was going to be his last breath, closing his eyes to let the pain be over, but it never came as he saw all the demon just die in front of him, thanks to an old man. Ericus, you're safe now kid, no need to worry now. Issei, amazing. Ericus, now kid, you should. Before Ericus could finish his sentence, a demon threw a spear at Issei, stabbing him right through his chest, almost killing him. Ericus shot a fireball at the demon, killing him, but he quickly went towards Issei to heal him. He was passed out because he couldn't handle with the fact his leg had been stabbed, but Ericus safely healed him and removed the sacred gear that got him into trouble, but unknown to him, hence the reason why Issei lost his memory over a mistake of taking away the sacred gear. He waited for him to wake up while keeping an eye out for danger. After a while Issei woke up but saw the Ericus just staring afar, making sure no one came for Issei, but Issei didn't know the guy. Quickly getting scared, he noticed his weapon on the floor, quickly grabbing it and aiming at Ericus. Unknown to him, that's how he got the ability to wield a keyblade. Yep, him pulling a Kyrie on this. Issei, who are you? Where am I? Ericus, are you alright kid? Issei, no, how did I get here? Just what's going on? Ericus, okay, relax, I'm just going to try and take you home, is that alright? Issei, home? I don't remember my home, honestly I don't remember much of my life, only my name Issei. Ericus, oh my god, I accidentally messed with the kid's memory. Brag, haha, oh my god, that's priceless. Ericus, no, this isn't good. Drake, crap. Ericus tried to summon his keyblade back, but he cold Issei was still holding it. Ericus, oh no. Brag, you made him a keyblade, weird, a good job. Ericus, look, Issei was it, can I have my blade back? I promise I won't hurt you, just trust me please. Issei hesitated but slowly gave it back to Ericus, who summoned it away, but he used magic to quickly put Issei to sleep because now he had no idea what to do now. Brag, Ericus behind Yao Thun verse. Ericus of all time sigh sorry kid I'm sending you somewhere new, you will meet new people and hopefully remember who you are I'm sorry for what I've done, but I will make it up to you somehow. And like that Ericus sent Issei through a portal where he ended up on Destiny Island meeting Sora Riku and Kairi, but unknown to Issei Ericus died that very day not to the unverse, but because of one of his student, but he did make it up to Issei sending Drago into him to be stronger than he ever was knowing he could make a difference. Present. Drago thank you Ericus it was good seeing you again for one last time. Ericus me too Drago and it seems Hess finally remembering a bit of his memory, so that good protect the world kid as one of the guardians of light you will do great things. And like that Ericus disappeared Issei awoke confused as all hell, but looked at the new keyblades he had. Issei these keyblades. Drago glad to see you awake partner. Issei Drago what the heck happened those memories volley Kiba those were my friends from back then. Drago at least you are finally remembering some stuff so that's good. Issei he wonder if they remember me or even miss me. Drago I'm sure they do Issei I mean they stayed your friend even with all the trouble you got in. Issei but never in my memories do I even see my parents. Drago you will one day partner I promise. Issei thanks Drago now let's test these keyblades out. Issei busted out the fire barrier to help his friend who were fighting the heartless most noticeable was how quick Issei was right now even Issei himself was shocked on how quick he was now. Issei alright I can get used to this. And what keyblades are these? Issei Oathkeeper and Oblivioni don't know why, but that's their name. Tiamat well they seem pretty strong can we get out of here now? Alan yeah this place scares me. Issei wait am I nude Alan Elan. Alan YEP. Elan we were getting tired of just standing by on our small form so like this we can be more useful. Issei well both of you guys look adorable. Alan I'm trying to be a badass. Elan good luck with that anyway let's turn back to small size now so we can travel easier. Alan and Elan went back to their tiny form getting on Issei's shoulder Issei put his blades away and he began making his way to the castle that was in the middle of the place they saw someone they recognized running on a bridge. Issei wait a minute is that Manolo? Tannen yeah but why are they down here? I'm mad I don't know but they seem determined. Issei come on let's go say hi. Issei leaped towards them shocking Tannen on how far Issei could jump now even Tiamat was a bit impressed but they spread their wings and followed behind Issei. Issei landed right next to Manolo running beside him. Issei hey Manolo what's going on? Manolo Issei why are you down here? Issei well my blades brought me down here for something I found the item but now I'm following you. Manolo well I'm trying to get back to the land of the living since I got here unfairly. Issei how? Manolo a man called Zabalba cheated trying to win a bet with La Muerte to rule her land because he got tired of this land. Issei oh that's bullcrap let me handle him. Manolo no Issei this is my problem I can't get you involved in this. Issei hey it's no problem we'd be happy to help right guys. And we sort of don't got much to do right now so yeah we can give you a hand. Tiamat let's kick some undead butt. The group got to where Manolo needed to be where they met up with someone Issei had to say was very beautiful. Manolo are you Lemurite? Murite wait a minute Manolo how did you get here and you three, how did you definitely get here? Manolo I had a little help with the candle maker here. Handle hi. Issei us for us well my blades brought me here for a reason which I've completed now I'm just here to help a friend out who in trouble. Murite wait which blades if you could show me. Issei pulls out his new blades for her to see. Murite those bladdest ones that have been unmovable for months. Issei yes seems like they just needed a bit of magic of mine and well, they now belong to me sorry. Murite no it's alright but Manolo why are you here along with Carmen and the head of Luis? Issei I just noticed this man is a literal head. Luis' body began coming back to him so that was good, but Manolo confronted Lemurite by tell her that Zabalba cheated in their little bet with a two-head snake everyone noticed how angry she was getting even the candle maker warned them to shut their ears, Tannen and Tiamat instantly did it since they had enhanced hearing Issei just put on his helmet, not want to hear this. Murite Zabalba. Issei thank you for soundproof helmet. Drago you're welcome partner. Zabalba appeared thinking Lemurite wanted him for another reason, but then he noticed Manolo there scaring him a bit more when Lemurite found out he cheated in the bet and most when she found out this man gave someone named Joaquin the medal of everlasting life. Issei may I ask what the heck is that? Murite it's metal that if anyone wears it they can't die or be injured. Issei. And in that shouldn't exist it'll be honest with you people will legit kill each other for that thing. Murite that's why I'm taking it back and destroying it. Issei can I get something straight though you technically killed this man for no freaking reason. Zabalba yeah. Issei just dashed at the guy and landed one solid punch in his face while releasing some of power. Issei he didn't deserve to die for some stupid as bet you damn freak. Zabalba oh now you've angered me kid. Issei bring it I've fought things that are a lot scarier than you. Issei quickly pulled his blades while Tannen lit his fist on fire and Tiamat as well. Alan and Elin both went into their human form and pulled out their weapons. Zalbalba Yuffie wasn't expecting this. Issei, you wanna try me still? Either you revive Manolo or I will make sure you don't see tomorrow. Manolo, now hold on Issei, while I appreciate what you're doing, let me handle this. Zalbalba, let's make a deal. Manolo made a deal with Zalbalba that even Lemurit got involved with. If Manolo faced the challenge Zalbalba gave him, if he wins he got his life back, but if he loses, he gets to rule over both realm, which Issei wasn't going to let happen, still wielding his keyblades just in case, but everyone got transported to a stadium with Manolo in the center of it. Issei, I hope he knows what he's doing. And I'm sure he does. These Sanchez people think highly of themselves, so maybe he can win. Issei and his friends watched as Manolo bull fought, and Issei was shocked on how skilled he was in it, even fighting against thousands of at the same time, which was pretty impressive. Issei wanted to help, but he had to follow the rules and stayed back, but he then noticed someone else show up, someone who looked similar to Manolo. Issei, who are you? Him. Carmen Carlos. Carmen quickly went in to hug this man. Issei guessed this person was her special someone. Carlos, what is going on? Issei, well, sorry to say this, old man, but you dead. Carlos hug, yes I am, but that's not important right now. Jekyll and his men are at the gates of San Angel. Issei, woes Jekyll. Carlos, the most dangerous man we've ever faces and now has heading for my people. Issei just stood there worried. Now Manolo had a bigger reason to finish this. Issei was hoping he could go with him now to help this guy, but for now he kept watching Manolo fighting the bulls, or to put it in better terms, a singular giant bull. Issei, oh that's just cheating. Tiamat, Issei, let us help if you're going to be doing this, you damn bastard. Zalbalba, He said only him, so he will handle this on his own or he loses. Tannen was the one this time to actually punch Zalbalba. Tannen, if this is how you treat your own people, no wonder they don't respect you. You're just garbage. Well, I can't help Manolo, I can definitely enjoy beating the crap out of you. Issei, Tannen, stop. As much as I hate him too, remember we are only here to help the world, not make it worse. Tannen sigh, alright, but if this guy pulls anything else I won't hesitate. Issei, yes, same here. Murit, you really have angered the wrong people. Zalbalba, yeah, no kidding. While Manolo was still trying to fight the pole, a new person joined the party. Luis' mother, she died of cholesterol. But back to the bullfight. Manolo actually managed to get the bull to crash into the wall, stunning him, but the wind sent Manolo flying with his sword and guitar off his back. He was close to winning, and all he had to do was pick up the sword and stab it. Issei, no I don't, why, but don't pick up the sword Manolo. Tannen, huh? Tiamat, are you okay? Issei. Issei, yeah, but I feel like Manolo made the right decision choosing the guitar. We are about to hear something great. Manolo began strumming his guitar, trying to play it first, but he got hit, sending him flying backwards, but he got back up and began playing his song, The Apology. Play the song if you want to hear it. Tiamat, that was beautiful. Issei, the apology that the bull has waiting for centuries. And most importantly, he actually forgave him, Manolo, and moved on with his life. Manolo won. His family went to congratulate him, his dad's even apologized for not being a good father, but Manolo knew why he did it and didn't blame him. Everyone got in for the hug. Issei watched and just smiled, but seeing them together made him get oh. Imagine that's kid Issei in the middle. Issei, W, were those my? Brag, those were your parents' partner. Issei, we look so happy. Mom, Daddy will meet you guys soon, please just wait for me, you will be a family again, I promise. Tannen, Issei, you okay? Issei, how, yeah, sorry, spaced out there. Tannen, well, get ready, we are going back to the land of the living. Issei, oh yeah, let's go. Issei and his friends stood next to Manolo. Issei already wielding his new keyblades, but also enter a new type of kingdom balance breaker. Ignore the guns. Issei, Manolo, let's do this. Manolo, thank you Issei for coming to help. Issei, hey, it's no problem, I'm happy to help, right guys? Tannen, yeah. Tiamat, sure. Alan, enough talk, let's go kick some butt. Feelin' cool at Alan, geez. Manolo, Issei and his friend began being sent back to the land of the living, where Manolo straight up uppercut Jekyll. Issei, oh that's sweet. But upon arriving, Manolo helped his girlfriend Maria up and at her in front of everyone. Tannen gave thumbs up. Issei was just blushing, looking away, while Tiamat just tugged on Issei's sleeve, hoping he'd do the same. Issei, Tiamat, you're my mate, it's natural, isn't it? Issei, how about we defeat these guys first and now you think of it as a reward. Tiamat, let's go, you pesky humans. Drago, god, you've awakened dragon urges. Manolo drew his swords ready to fight. Issei also got his weapons ready. Tannen picked up a sword and lit on fire, while Tiamat just changed her arm into dragon claws and lit them on fire. Alan pulled out his side, and Elin aimed her guns at the big guy. Maria, whoa. Docwin, even the little guys are braver than me. Tackle some army, you got their bullfighter, but's it not enough? Issei, heh, that's what you think. Issei with his speed took out the minion of Jekyll, shocking the town folks and most Manolo. Manolo, I did not know he could do that. Tiamat, we got many tricks up our sleeves, trust us. Jekyll, why you pesky little. Issei, you say something. Issei quickly kicked Jekyll into a building, but he landed right back next to Manolo. Tannen, you really are fast, but your defense is garbage, I can tell. Issei, you have no idea, I'm still trying to find the perfect spot for it to even out, but not yet. Jekyll, you really think I simple kick like that will stop me? Issei, you can continue fighting, big guy, but remember you are the only one right now against many of us. Jekyll, who said these were my only soldiers? Out of nowhere Jekyll actually summoned Heartless, shocking Issei and his friends. Tannen, crap, Manolo, you and your friend handle Jekyll, we will handle these dark creatures. Maria, but we can help, we can. Tiamat, I know you are a strong lady, but these dark creatures are not your responsibility, they are ours, handle Jekyll with the Sanchez family, alright. Maria, yes, understood. Manolo, come guys, no retreat. Jacqueline and Maria, no surrender. Issei began fighting the Heartless, lashing them in half. He got out of his speed armor and changed to his defensive one to tank a couple of hits. Tannen with his flaming sword stabbed it in the ground and opened the floor under the Heartless, shooting fire right up in their face. Tiamat bashed to Heartless head together, eliminating them, but she was surrounded, so she chose to light her legs up and got on her hands and spun in circle, kicking the Heartless away. Tiamat, you are nothing against me. Tannen, hey Issei, want to combo? Issei, you know it. Tiamat, don't leave me out of this. All three of them began building up power. Issei using air magic, Tannen using fire, and Tiamat used ice. All three release a giant blast, getting all the Heartless in one go, and now there was fire, ice, and the wind was blowing hard as well, thanks to Issei. Issei, take that, you damn Heartless. Issei was about to go help Manolo till he felt a great amount of darkness being formed. His wing began grabbing the fire and ice and combining with the darkness, where it began forming something Manolo already faced. Issei, a freaking bull. Tannen, seems like it got our magic within it as well. Tiamat, and I don't think singing to this one will set its heart free. Issei, well, bring it on, bull. Issei charged at the bull, colliding hiding weapon against one of his horns, while Tannen did the same with the other. Tiamat with Alan and Elin took the chance and hit the Heartless straight in the forehead, causing him to stand right back up, but doing so sent Issei and Tannen into the air, where they took the chance and went straight down into the Heartless. Back together, as they were about to get off, they felt themselves being frozen on the Heartless. Tannen, crap. The Heartless ran straight in the bell tower, where Issei and Tannen landed on the roof. Issei, on my ribs. Tannen, my damn tail. Issei used a potion, healing himself and Tannen before joining back into the battle by summoning thunder on the bull, hitting it directly on its head, causing massive damage. Tiamat took this chance with the help of Alan and Elin, pierces right through the bull. The bull was enraged and began building up a ball of magic with his horn and threw it towards Issei and his friends. Issei with keyblades held it in place. Tannen took the chance and put more magic in. With Tiamat, Issei knew what they were trying to do and did the same thing before spinning around and sending the ball of magic right back at the bull, causing a massive explosion. Issei, take that. The bull just stood there before its head fell off, destroying the shell and releasing the heart. And in another heart freed. Geez, how many people hearts fell into darkness to make so many of these things? Issei, I don't know, all I hope is Sora is doing fine against these things. But Sora swimming with a tail is the hardest thing I've faced. Donald, try being a octopus. Goofy fellas. Sora, oh yeah, sorry Goofy. Ariel, come you guys. Sora, I really hope Issei has better luck than we do right now. Back with Issei. Issei was slaying the last remaining Heartless with his friends, but what scared him was when Manolo risked his life to stop Jekyll from exploding himself with the bell from the tower. With Jekyll in the process, Issei thought he died. Even his girlfriend Maria thought he had passed, but of course he got his happy ending. He survived because of the medal of everlasting life that Jacqueline threw at him in time to survive, but he ended up losing his eye in the process, which was something Issei could not heal but lessen the pain. But in all, it was a happy ending for Manolo. He got his girl, and they were now going to be married too. Issei didn't stay, though sadly he joined Lemuriad on top of the church, watching from a window with his friends. Issei, they will make a good couple. Tiamat, Issei, you are forgetting about me. Tannen, oh yeah, don't break a dragon promise, Issei. Issei, crap. Tiamat grabbed Issei and landed it deep on his lips before letting go and licking her lips. Tiamat, well, finish this when our adventure is over. Issei, sweet baby Jesus. The group had their little fun till Issei noticed that the metal that's Bulba had began glowing, so Issei got ready and pulled out his keyblades and got it the keyhole the metal made. Issei, and another world protected. Tannen, so we are leaving, huh? Issei, yep, another world needs our help, maybe we'll find my friends in this one. Tannen, which ones do you mean? Issei, Issei legit had to think that one through. He is now looking for more than Riku, Sora and Kairi, now has looking for old friends Kiba and Vali. Issei, well, we'll just have to see who we meet first. Issei activated his balance breaker, leaving his new friends. He of course left a goodbye with fireworks. Manolo saw and smiled at the sky and pulled his sword into the air to show his goodbye. Issei next up is Burke. And in the hell is that? Issei I don't know but it says in my helmets that this is the land of dragons. Tiamat you're kidding. Issei wish I was seems like we are helping dragons out today boys. Somewhere far away. We see two black hooded figures walking around in a city holding missing posters. These two were none other than Kiba and Vali themselves. The cloak. Vali ears has been missing and we still have no trace of him. Kiba let's not lose faith Vali we joined the group because they know where he is. Vali yeah, but once we do find him leaving it, they are definitely not a group I will follow especially Ria's, once I find Issei done being her pawn. Kiba no kidding once I find Issei quitting being her knight and do everything I can to protect my friend. You two our leader has a new mission for you. Vali again. Less complaining and just go can't believe he had me taking care of two kids. Kiba, tch. Vali let's just go Kiba better than dying to him. Kiba he hope we find Issei sooner else I join a really evil group. Not much fighting in this one sorry. Issei and his friends landed on a rock in the middle of nowhere just water as far as the eye could see. Issei what have we gotten ourselves into? And I don't know but there's many dragons power signature to the east. Issei why so many over there? Tiamat don't know how about we find out. Issei sure let's go. Issei and his friends began flying towards the dragon they were feeling many dragon signatures Tannen was excited to meet many other dragons but of course their way was blocked by Heartless already looking for battle but what pissed Tannen and Tiamat was they dare take the form of a dragon. Issei guys you're scaring me. Tiamat destroy them. Tannen dare use my species as your own ill destroy you. Issei sigh alright let's do this Alan and Elin. Fiery. Issei pulled out scale mail armor instead of his kingdom armor while wielding his pure ultima and his bloody ultima and began fighting the Heartless unknown to the group they were being watched from not too far away by a guy riding a dragon. Stop what are you doing? Issei dude I don't know who you are but you might want to get out of here you don't know what these creatures are. It seems to me you are hurting dragons. Tannen okay listen well these aren't dragons they are different type of race that can take the form of anything right now they may seem like dragons but trust me they are not I know what a real dragon is and I'm sure your dragon friends there can tell the difference too. The random guy looked at his dragon who was growling at the Heartless ready to fight himself. Alright then when this is over mind giving me an explanation on what these are and most importantly how you three even have wings. Issei Tiamat I don't see why not if this guy is able to tame a night fury he can be trusted in my book. Tannen ha been a long time since I've seen your kind. Issei you know these type of dragons. Great partner these type of dragon exist in your homeworld as well just they are hidden deep in the ocean we can meet them one day if we can find our way there. Issei sweet. The fighting continued with the random guy helping them in battle having his dragon shoot them out the sky with this breath attack while Tannen and Tiamat took them out with their bare hands. Issei just watched and felt completely useless as they were basically handling everything right now. Issei note to self don't make real dragons made with making fake dragons. Greg I mean technically you are a fake dragon until the transformation is done. Issei wait what? Greg yeah remember in that Madagascar place to awaken the kingdom balance breaker form sort of had to turn your heart into a dragon heart so you are still evolving so that's what you are getting stronger almost every minute. Issei so I will basically be half dragon from now on. Greg yep. Issei well dang that's pretty cool. Issei watched as his friends finished the remaining Heartless but they began following the random person to a rock since he wanted an explanation. Hiccup well my name is Hiccup this here is my best friend Toothless. Toothless bowed down which confused Hiccup but Tannen and Tiamat knew why. Tannen yo get up Toothless we may be Dragon Kings but that title doesn't mean much. Hiccup Dragon Kings. Tannen man do we owe you an explanation. Tannen goes off to explain about him and Tiamat being Dragon Kings they were just in their human form at the moment next was Issei who had to explain he had a Dragon Emperor within him making him part dragon even showing the boosted gear. Hiccup so wait you three are humanoid dragons. Issei basically yeah. Tannen % dragon so is Tiamat just stuck in these human bodies for some odd reason but we can tap into our dragon form if we use % of our power. Hiccup no way humanoid dragons this is amazing oh sweet you have to come to our village this will amaze my father. Issei whoa calm down there how do we know you won't betray us? Hiccup I would never everyone in my village loves dragon we keep them as pet but they are more importantly our family. Toothless just rubbed himself on Hiccup which Hiccup just pat him in the head. Issei nice guy well I don't see why we don't go back to your village could be nice to meet new people. Hiccup before we go give me one quick second. Hiccup pulled out a piece of paper from his armor and began mapping down the area they were in. Issei noticed he was making good progress, even Issei was impressed until some blonde girl named Astrid found them. She at first questioned who Issei and his friends were, which of course, they explained themselves. Once again it was getting pretty annoying, they had to aggravate they let slide. Astrid was actually surprised on them being dragon kings and mostly at Issei, who seemed like a kid and he was a dragon. Emperor. Issei, I may be a kid, but I pack a punch. Astrid, oh really, prove it. Issei, sigh, time to shoot my dragon shot. Tannen, yeah, you guys might wanna back up. Dragon shot. Issei fired a giant green blast at a mountain, destroying quarter of it. Astrid, holy crap. Issei, don't mess with me. Tannen, it's gotten stronger since the last time I've seen it. Astrid, Yower, tell me that move was weaker. Tiamat, yeah, but Issei always manages to get stronger with every single fight. Issei, believe me now. Astrid just nod and just goes off to speak with Hiccup about why he wasn't at Burke. Then Hiccup goes on a rant about how his father was giving him a huge speech about how he is going to become the new chief of his village. Astrid was happy for him, while Issei just shrugged, and Tannen and Tiamat really didn't care, but Issei began noticing some smoke coming from somewhere. Hiccup also noticed it. Hiccup, come on, we have to go check it out. Issei, we are right behind you. Issei spread his wings as well his friends. Astrid, whoa. Issei had, trust me, we got more surprises to come. Issei flew up ahead with his friends following. Astrid, they are fast. Hiccup, I guess that's the power of Dragon Kings. Toothless just nodded, he knew the power Dragon Kings can release. Issei and his friend were flying towards the area to see the whole forest burn to hell. Issei, what the heck happened here? Tannen, I don't know, but seems like they were just here. Tiamat, guys, what the heck is that? Tiamat points to a giant ice sculpture, and when Issei looked it seemed like it was village that has been attacked. Issei, what the heck happened here? Fire. Issei looked towards someone said that and saw a net coming straight for him. He quickly took out his keyblades and sliced the net into pieces before shooting a ball of fire at the machine that fired it. Issei, that's one way to say hello. Tannen, well, let's show them the way we say hello then. Tiamat was already on it as she lit her legs on fire and came down at full speed on the people. Issei, God, I love how she is. Brag my partner like strong mates, I got a good one, boys. Tannen less looking and start dodging. Issei looked to see a bunch of arrows coming at them, so he just put a barrier around him, while Tannen used a fire breath to destroy the arrows. Tiamat jumped towards the people shooting them and knocked them out. Tiamat, is that all you Vikings got? Why you just, what are you? You are no ordinary dragon rider. Issei, the heck is a dragon rider? Don't play dumb, you dang dragon rider, going off and doing the right thing, destroying our fort and even stealing our dragons. Issei, okay, listen bucko, we didn't steal no dragon and we rent dragon riders, and 2 we didn't cause this, so don't be putting the blame game on us. Hiccup, now hold on other dragon riders. Issei, oh hey Hiccup, what took you so long? Hiccup, I didn't know you 3 were that fast. Now it'll be that's night fury, I don't think Drago has one of those in his army. Astrid, dragon army. Hiccup, look, we don't want any trouble, we didn't cause this, we will just leave and let you guys be on your way. Oh, I don't think so pal, you owe us, we'll be taking your dragons one way or another. Issei, oh really, now you've got beaten by dragons and one really want to try and steal them by force. Issei already had his keyblades pointed at them and Tannen and Tiamat had fire on their first ready to fight. DCH, thanks to you freaking dragon riders that Drago Bloodfist isn't going to get his dragon. See this scar, this is what I got when I didn't deliver his shipment of dragon, and now it'll get worse since the dragons I've caught are gone. Issei, well sorry, but not really, dragons are rent things, and now that I'm here I'll make sure of it. Hiccup, look, whatever is going on we didn't cause, so just let us go and we bother you stranger. Barrett, where are my manners? My name is Eric, the best dragon trapper out there. Issei, well, good meeting you, but it's time we leave. Barrett, they all say Thatrish them lads. The Vikings began rushing at the group. Issei, just using his magic stop time around them, confusing Hiccup and Astrid, but this was their time to leave. Issei, stop, a very useful spell. Tannen and pretty overpower. Tiamat, it's better than hurting more humans, I could tell. Issei, don't like that. Issei, hey, you caught me, but Hiccup would, now those guys seemed really mad, and if this Drago guy really is after your dragons, things could become ugly. Hiccup, I don't know, but I have to warn my father, he needs to know what about to happen. Issei, mind if we follow, we want to help as much as we can. Hiccup, yeah sure, the more help the better. Tannen, so a village of dragon, cool. Tiamat, why do you need to see more when you already have a territory full of them? Tannen, nobody says I can meet new ones, but then again it's been a while since I've seen my play, wonder if they're worried about me. Tiamat, why wouldn't they be? Tannen, I don't know, it just seems they have been keeping their distance from me, as if I'm not really there. Tiamat, that's odd. Tannen, yeah. Issei, well, if we ever go back to Kuo you can go off and see, and if you want you can even stay with them, but remember we will always be friends to the very end, alright? Tannen, heya, alright kid. The group arrived at Hiccup's village, and Tannen was impressed with the dragons he saw. He never seen anything like them. Tannen, wow. Tiamat, these dragons are things I've never seen before. Issei, no kidding, I wonder if I can't my own dragon. Drag, so just a piece of metal at this point, huh? Issei, Drag, you know I don't mean it like that. Drag, I know, just wanted to scare you a bit. Issei, you mother. Hiccup, dad, I need to tell you something very important right now. Stoik, hey there son, so I'm guessing you've come to claim the title of chief. Hiccup, dad, not right now, look, you have to listen to me. Stoik, Hiccup, who are these three? Hiccup, God, okay, first these are good people, they helped me with a new problem that's going on. Some people who call themselves dragon trappers are kidnapping dragons, and they say they are going to be coming after our dragons. Stoik, and who is this supposed man that's coming for them? Issei, some guy name's Drago, Bloodfist, weird name. Stoik, Drago. Hiccup, wait, you know him. Stoik began realizing that this was a great threat, that he began warning his whole village to lock the place down and hide the dragons. Hiccup, dad, what's going on, why are you so worried about this guy? Stoik, Hess a madman, if Hess kidnapping dragons and building a dragon army then God help us all. Hiccup, then let's ride out there, follow the dragon trapper, we will talk some sense into Drago. Issei, Hiccup, not to be that guy, but this sounds like a madman. Hess kidnapping dragons and making a dragon army, I don't think this man can be talked to. Hiccup, but it's our duty to keep the peace. Stoik, sorry Hiccup, but peace is over, it's time I taught you about war, son. Hiccup, war, dad, we can't wait for Drago to come here and take our dragons, let's go find him and talk some sense into him. Stoik, Drago is someone you can't talk some sense into. Hess a madman. Hiccup, you should be worried about Burke, a chief protects his own. Hiccup began looking at Toothless, both thinking the same. Issei noticed and knew something dangerous was about to happen. Issei, guys, wings. Tannen, let's go. Tiamat, Ryer behind you, let's go. Stoik, what dragon wings? Issei, Hess, sorry, but we aren't really part of Burke, so we aren't staying. Issei flew out with Hiccup, making Stoik mad, even Astrid was following from behind. Issei, so can I ask what's the plan, Hiccup? Hiccup, just follow my lead. They found Arid and his crew once again, and of course they got net shot at them, which Issei just slashed them away, of course. Upon arriving at the ship, when Issei's heard Hiccup with the fact they were turning themselves in, confusing the hell out of him, but he went the plan and went into the bottom of the ship with Hiccup. He was told to turn in his weapon, he had to explain he can't, since it's part of him it will just return, no matter what, so Hiccup just tied his hands together, so he won't try anything. Issei, does this dumbus forget I can use magic? Drag, just go with it partner, we've gotten this far. So he went with, and of course everyone laughed when Hiccup said he would change Drago's mind about dragons, but Hiccup tried to prove it to Arid first to show him how dragons really are, until the plan backfired when his other friends came to save him. Issei, I'm guessing this wasn't part of the plan. Astrid, no, I geez, why now? Tannen, is that man flying? Tiamat, seems like he made himself a wingsuit. Issei, can I burn these ropes off now? Tiamat, give me a few minutes then you can. Drag, burn them off. Issei did just that and busted out the cell they were in. Tannen, you forget the kid is Tiamat. Tiamat, I can wait another year then. Tannen, woman. Issei, alright, so what the heck is going on? Hiccup, my dad. Issei, oh this can't be good. Stoik came off his dragon mad as all hell. Issei just backed away and Stoik tried to drag Hiccup back, but he kept insisting he could talk Drago out of it, but Stoik had it and told him the truth. Drago only wants war. Then he began telling his backstory about how he went to a meeting to discuss about the dragons and how Drago knew a way to control them. All he needed was them to follow him as their leader. Of course Stoik and the rest of the people found that stupid, making fun of him. He took this is an offense and well brought many dragon, killing many of the chiefs. Stoik was the only one to survive. Issei, dang. Tannen, if this guy can control dragons then he really is a threat. Tiamat, you don't think? Issei, if he can control these dragons could he be able to control you? Drag, no, since him in the boosted gear I really don't know if he could control Tannen and Tiamat though. Issei, so there's a risk. Tiamat, as if he'll let some human take control over me. Tannen, let me find him, I'll take him out easily. Hiccup, sorry dad, but I need to go find him and talk some sense into him. If I could with you then I know I can with him. Hiccup got on Toothless and flew off. Issei and his friends followed behind him. Fiery. Issei, don't know Elin, we will just have to find out what's the plan from here on out. Issei was right behind Hiccup, wondering where they were going now. They were high in the sky. Issei was actually enjoying it, it was peaceful. Well, it was until the group noticed someone just flying in the sky as well. Issei, oh what the heck? Hiccup, you're seeing this too, right? Tannen, Alan, what was in that apple again? Fiery. Tiamat, I heard cocaine. Fiery. Tannen, we know we are joking, chill. Everyone was waiting what this random person was going to do. What they didn't expect was that Issei and his friends were grabbed by random dragons. Then Hiccup. Hiccup toothless. Issei, oh, I let go of me. And Issei, stop, they aren't harming us. Look, some other dragon is picking up toothless. Issei watches and he was correct. Issei, but why aren't you guys breaking free? We could easily do it. Tiamat, I'm actually interested where we are being taken right now. And this many dragons going to one place means they are going to their hive. Issei, really? Drag, he is correct, they respect their only king right now and we are about to see who it is. Issei, oh sweet. Everyone got dropped off in a weird cave surrounded by dragons. Issei quickly activated his kingdom balance breaker, releasing the aura of a dragon Tannen, and Tiamat roared to make it clear who they were messing with. Hiccup, whoa. Every dragon there quickly bowed down, respecting not just one but dragon kings there and one emperor. Issei, that settles that, not you. Issei quickly points his pure ultima keyblade at the stranger. Issei, just who are you and why are you here? The person ignored Issei and quickly went to look at Hiccup. Issei, am I being ignored? Tannen, damn. Tiamat, that's gotta hurt your pride. The person spun her staff, smacking it on the ground where another dragon brought toothless. Issei, nice entry. Hiccup, toothless, it's okay boy, everything is going to be okay. The stranger got closer to Hiccup, slowly making her way. Toothless was about to defend him, but the stranger did something that made Toothless get knocked out. Issei was about to get involved, but Tannen held him back. Tannen, this person isn't dangerous, trust her. Issei just watched as it checked Hiccup, but it didn't get any closer as it noticed a mark on Hiccup's face, backing away. Hiccup. Everyone was confused. This lady knew Hiccup. Hiccup, should I know you? No, you were only a baby. But a mother never forgets. Hiccup was shocked with the news he just heard. This was his mother. What's more, as she began leading the whole group somewhere else, they began chasing her. Hiccup wanting his question answer, while Issei was just going with the flow until they finally reached their destination. Seeing many dragons just flying around, Issei was impressed, so was Tannen. They saw Hiccup's mother again, and on a dragon herself. She introduced herself to Issei and his friends. Her name is Valka, so introduction were out the way. But they began meeting new dragons, some that were really injured because of Drago. This got to Issei and made him release too much of his aura, which Tiamat smacked him on the back of the head for. Valka, now that I notice you three aren't regular people. Hiccup, mom, well, how do I explain this? These three are dragons themselves. Valka, what? Tannen, Hess, right, Tannen, the blaze meteor dragon. Tiamat, Tiamat, the chaos karma dragon. Issei, and Issei, the host of the red dragon of domination. Drag, that would be me, Drag, the red emperor. Valka, amazing, I've never seen such things, humanoid dragons. Issei, yeah, but we are more advanced, as you would say. Unlike these dragons, we don't have breath attack limits. Valka, no wonder the other dragons showed you respect, they would only do that with their own king. Everyone walks towards the edge to see one giant dragon. Issei was amazed with it, it looked amazing. A bewilderbeast, Valka called it. It began turn towards them and sensed Issei and his friends' aura, bowing down to them instead. Issei, hey, now no need to bow, we are friends here. Tannen, yeah, we may be dragon kings, but we are just visitors, so get your head up, big guy. The dragon got back up and let a light breath attack, freezing Issei's hair while his friends were fine. Issei, very funny. Hiccup, it also got me. They brushed off the ice and just had a good laugh. Issei asked if he could stay here and hang out with the dragons. Valka said it was fine as she and Hiccup went out to fly on their dragon. Issei, this is so amazing, so many dragon. Tannen, you have this many back in XIII. Tannen, sadly no, dragons are almost extinct and Office and Great Red don't do anything to protect us. I've been the one protecting the Dragoncy, need to go back. Tiamat, Tannen, are you even sure they even care about you? Tannen, what do you mean? Tiamat, sigh, I visited one time, Tannen, and everyone just seemed to talk smack about you becoming a devil just for land. They respect Crom more, hell, some even left your territory and joined him. Tannen, you're lying. Tiamat, no, not Tannen, look, not saying they don't respect you, Tannen, maybe they do and some people are jealous, but you have to notice to that maybe your people aren't as loyal as you think. Tannen just sat down, really thinking about what Tiamat said. Sure, he noticed some of his people didn't really look at him right, but he paid no mind to it, he only did it for them, but how would they even react with his return is what made him think. Issei, hey Tannen, even if those people of yours did leave you, remember you got us as your friends, we won't ever leave you alone. Tiamat, I agree with Issei, we work together just fine, I don't see why stop now. Tannen, heh, thanks you too, we'll just have to see if we ever get to XIII in all honestly. Issei, yeah, and I still need to find Sora and Kairi. Tiamat, and not Riku. Issei, I don't know, just seems off, like I want to see him again, but that wasn't him, he was like a copy of him, someone I didn't know. Tiamat, well, let's see once we save this world from whatever if going to happen. Hiccup and his mother came back from their flying trip. Hiccup went to look at the dragons one more time, while Issei chose to take a small nap on Tiamat's lap. Since there isn't much going on, Tiamat himself fell asleep as well for Tannen, who needed a The day went on unknown to the group that danger was coming their way and fast as well, because it woke Issei and his friends up. Issei guys, we've got company. And yeah, I sense a great power coming this way. Tiamat, let's go. Issei and his friends ran out to see thousands of Vikings surrounding the place. Hiccup, oh no. Issei, just who are these people? Valka, these are Drago's men, we need to get the dragons out of here, we need to save them. Issei, don't need to tell me twice. Tannen, Tiamat, Alan and Elin, let's go. Alan, alright, let's go. Elin, you Vikings won't harm these dragons. Issei activated his kingdom power balance breaker and began fighting the Vikings, but he also noticed the heartless were also appearing. Issei, oh come on. Tannen, less complaining. Issei, alright, let's do this guys. Issei jumped straight into battle, knocking a couple of Viking out with his keyblades, even blew up some of the catapults with his magic. Tannen, using his bare fist, choked some Vikings out and kicked on towards their own ship, destroying a Tiamat with quick speed, kneed many of the Viking in the stomach before getting on her hands and spin kicking them away. Alan and Elin were back to back, Alan slicing the heartless away, with Elin shooting them till they were nothing. At one point Issei noticed they were imprisoning dragons, which he ran towards and busted the giant cage open and released the dragons. Issei, let's see you try that again, you bastards. Of course he wasn't the only one fighting, as Astrid and more of Hiccup's friends came out of the cages fighting. He even noticed Arid on a dragon helping. Tannen, bring you damn Vikings if you really think you can take out a dragon king. Tiamat, Tannen, how about we show our real form? Tannen, I couldn't agree more. Both Tannen and Tiamat began changing into their true dragon form, scaring a lot of the Vikings, but not Drago. He saw this as a challenge to recruit more dragons. Issei, damn, if only I had something like that. Drag, well you do, but your body isn't ready for it yet, partner, but don't feel too bad, and your kingdom balance breaker is enough to match with those two. Issei, yeah, but still I rather be a giant dragon too. Issei fighting the heartless, since most of the Viking have ran away, but everyone began noticing the heartless change, becoming dragons themselves. Issei, oh crap. Tannen, everyone don't trust those dragons with hearts on them, those are evil to the core, destroy them. Tiamat, bring it, you heartless, you dare take the form of the strongest being without permission. Tiamat began burning those heartless. Issei managed to land on one of the dragon heartless, stabbing his keyblade in its back, taking full control of it, and began attacking the rest with it. Hiccup, this is madness, there is almost no end. Issei, we have to keep fighting, we can't lose. Riku, is this really what you want to say? Issei looked far away at a ship to see Riku standing there, really different, his clothes, everything. Issei, Riku. Issei went full charge at Riku, clashing keyblades with him, pissed off as all hell. Issei, why are you doing this, Riku? This isn't you, damn it. Hiccup, does he know this guy? Tannen, he's supposed to be one of his friends, but it seems like the darkness has gotten to him. Tiamat, Tannen, look, another be we elderbeast. Tannen, my god, we have to help out ours while Issei handles Riku. Issei now having a sword fight with Riku, and it was pretty even battle, but Riku had the upper hand at the moment since Issei wasn't fighting in the right mind, he was fighting in sheer anger. Riku, come on Issei, is that all you have? I expect more from someone who wields keyblades. Issei, I only need 2 to beat you. Riku, really now? Riku dashed towards Issei, passing right through him. It felt like time froze around Issei before receiving many scratch marks all over his body, even breaking his armor. Issei, W what? Riku, you don't deserve to wield a keyblade if this is all you have, even Sora beats you, Issei. Issei just fell to his knees feeling weak but got back up on his feet and aimed his keyblades at Riku. Issei, it's not over, Riku, not until I knock that damn smile of yours. Riku, then let's keep going, Issei, let's see how long you last. Issei watched as Riku came charging at him, about to lay a hit in his neck, but he blocked it in time and did a spiral attack, leaving a mark in Riku's vest, but he wasn't done as he did a dragon shot up close, sending Riku into another ship. Riku tried to recover, but Issei appeared right in front of him and began slicing Riku up and stomped him down into the ship. Riku, why you? Issei, you talk a lot of crap for someone who can't back up his words. Riku, enough. Riku began building up a lot of dark energy while Issei built up his dragon aura but mixed with some power of light in it. Riku has sorry Issei, but my time is finished, have fun with these two heartless. Issei what? Riku opened a portal, leaving Issei in a really injured state, and what's more, he saw 2 giant heartless coming in the attack. Issei, you've got to be kidding me. The heartless saw Issei and launched a breath attack at him, destroying the ship he was on and knocking Issei out, floating down into the ocean. Tiamat, Issei. Tannen, shit, Tiamat, fuck you, we will lose. Tiamat ignored Tannen and went back into her human form and dove into the water and went to get Issei, which was a huge mistake because Tannen had to fight the dragon heartless by himself, which was too much for him, both pinning him into the ice pillar, stabbing them through his arms and legs, even through his left side. Tannen, damn it. Tannen returned back to his human form himself before falling towards the ground and passing out. Hiccup, no, this wasn't supposed to happen. The day was ruined. Tiamat found Issei with catapult piece on top of him, she moved it off him and began swimming back towards the surface, but she smacked back down with a ship. Tiamat, damn it, if I stay any longer down here I will freaking drown. Tiamat once again grabbed Issei and made it back to the shore gasping for air, but she began looking around and saw Tannen heavily injured as well, but she also noticed that all the dragons were gone and saw the alpha deed. It wasn't just the alpha, it was also Hiccup's father. Tiamat no lost. Tiamat quickly carried Issei towards Tannen and pulled out a potion from Issei's pocket and gave one to each of them. Issei woke up and began coughing out a bunch of water, trying to get air back in his lungs, while Tannen stayed on the ground. He was still too injured to really move. Furaga. Issei healed both of them back to one piece BNB, but the noticed the scene, he was ashamed that he lost Tannen the worst way. Riku cheating. Issei, I will beat him and bring him back to his senses. Tiamat, before that you may want to help them first. Issei just noticed that everyone began putting Stoic dead body on a ship to sail him off. Hiccup aimed an arrow into the air that was on fire and shot it at the ship, setting it on fire, giving Stoic a Viking honorable death. Issei, I'm sorry Hiccup, if I didn't let my anger get to me your father would. Hiccup, it's not your fault Issei, it's Drago's fault, he won't let him get away with this, a chief protects his own, so I need to get back to my village. Issei, how we can get you there easily. Tannen just smirked and went full dragon once again, telling everyone to get on board, and they flew towards Burke, but upon arriving, they saw the place just a giant mess, ice everywhere and many building on fire, thanks to the two giant dragon heartless. Issei, oh we've got unfinished business with you. Tiamat, especially me. Tannen, the red one is mine. Hiccup, wait, we've got to get Toothless back first. Tiamat, on it. Tiamat released the biggest roar, getting all the dragons' attention, even the alpha. Drago, what are you doing? You obey me, I'm the Dragon Master. Issei, Dragon Master my ass. Issei punched Drago off Toothless and set Hiccup on him. Hiccup, alright guys, let's do this for Burke. For Burke. Tannen quickly went in and stabbed his claws into the red dragon heartless and tore its right arm off, not allowing it to fly. Tiamat was handling the dark one by smacking it down to the ground and landing straight on it, making it scream. Issei, on the other hand, had 4 of his keyblade out, all floating behind. Issei, now Tannen. Tiamat. Issei sent 2 of his keyblades straight into the heartless chest, where Tannen punched them further in destroying the heartless, and Tiamat kicked them into the dark dragon's back, releasing its heart as well. Issei, hey, good job guys, now the alpha. Issei saw how the alpha blasted Hiccup with his breath attack, but he knew he wasn't gone, he could sense him still in there with Toothless and most noticeable when Toothless blasted his way out, and Tannen and Tiamat noticed that Toothless has achieved a new level of power, one that could beat the alpha. Tannen, he Toothless can handle this one. Tiamat, yeah, this is his fight. Issei, go Toothless, show him who's the better dragon. They watched as Toothless easily handled the alpha. What more when the other dragons joined Toothless and fire their own attack at the alpha. Even Issei and his friends joined in. Alan sent a couple of slashes at it, Elin shot her pistols at it, Tannen and Tiamat sent breath attacks like the other dragons, and Issei charged up a dragon shot with each boost, making it stronger, and fire it at the alpha, not killing it. Toothless laid the last hit, breaking its freaking horn. Tannen, now that's a dragon. Tiamat, alright Toothless. The war was over. Burke won since the alpha, or more like the ex-alpha, went into the ocean, not to be seen again, a happy moment for everyone. Even Issei was smiling, but he knew his war wasn't over as he needed to face Riku. Issei, guys, it's best we go. Tannen, so soon. Issei, yeah, our war isn't over, we have one last stop. Tiamat, your old friend, huh? Issei, yeah. Hiccup, so you are leaving already? Issei, yeah, sorry, but don't worry, we will be back, I promise. We are friends now, so we will see each other once again. Hiccup, just promise you'll come by Burke, then we will always welcome you as one of us. Issei, ha, thanks Hiccup, it was fun working with you even if it was this dangerous. Tannen, but it's time now, so we will see you guys later. Issei, yeah, come on guys, we still a war to finish. Issei activated his armor once again and began flying into the air, leaving Burke in the hands of Hiccup. Hiccup, goodbye Issei, well everyone, we better start cleaning up now, if they ever come back they can't be seeing this. So everyone in Burke began fixing up the place, so if Issei and his friends ever come back they will be greeted with warm welcome. With Issei. Issei, next stop guys, Hollow Bastion. Fiery. Issei, it seems this is where our fight will be. Tannen, are you ready kid? Issei, yeah, let's do this guys, let's end this nightmare. Issei at fast pace landed into the Hollow Bastion world and he lands right next to Sora and his friends. Sora, Issei. Issei, he missed me Sora. Yuffie, are alive. Donald, we thought we lost you for good. Issei, hey, you can never lose me now, it seems we have unfinished business. Riku. Riku, you don't know when to quit, do you? Issei, hey, I learned that from you. Tannen, let's go emo bastard. Sora, friends of yours. Issei, yeah, good people. Sora, well let's do this then. Issei, I will show you how strong I've gotten. Issei, sorry Sora, but I will show you. Riku, Sora and Issei charged at each other with their keyblades ready for their final battle. Issei was standing next to Sora with his friends and Sora's friend standing behind them. Issei, have you gotten stronger since the last time I've seen you, Sora? Sora, I should be asking you that, Issei. Riku, you two just love getting in the way. Well, no more, I will take you both out right here right now. Issei, really now? Sora, sorry Riku, but no longer will I lose to you. The three of them clashed keyblades together with Sora and Issei, pushing Riku back. What Riku wasn't expecting was a direct punch to the face by two people. Hanan, don't leave me out of this fight. Tiamat. If you think you'd be left out, you are dead wrong. Whoa. Yuffie, Garsham, Issei sure met good people to join him on his adventure. Alan, he also has us. Yuffie, who are you two? Elin, remember the two small creatures Issei had? Donald, those are you two. Alan, yep, we can just switch from those into this. Yuffie, wow. Back to the fight. Issei, wielding only his keyblades, laid several hits on Riku, who was getting annoyed. He was about to launch a ball of darkness at him till Sora threw his at Riku, who tried to block it, but with his keyblade Issei came from under him and delivered a slash, leaving a mark on his clothes. Riku, this is getting annoying. Riku aimed for Issei's friends and Sora friends, but they were ready as Goofy took the first hit with his shield. Donald fired a fireball, Riku hitting straight in the face. Tannen chose to get in the fun, grabbing Riku by his hair and slammed his face into his knee before kicking him towards Tiamat, who went at him full force with her fist on fire and landed a deadly punch into Rika's stomach, making lose his breath, but he didn't go down, he just stood there losing his battle armor and his keyblade. Disappearing, Riku just looked at them before running away. Issei, now hold on Riku. Sora, Issei, stop, I know Riku isn't tried at the moment, but he's still our friends, we can't just go after him like a villain. Tannen says you haven't been stabbed with giant icicles. Sora, wait, seriously? Tannen, yeah, lucky enough Issei healed me. Issei, Riku summoned two giant heartless that could have killed everyone in the world. I was in Riku isn't right, that's for sure, but I don't want to kill him, he's still my friend. Tiamat, so I'm guessing we. Sora, let's save Riku and get Kairi back. Tannen, well then let's finish our little adventure. Alan, one final battle before we actually find a way to send everyone home. Issei, as much as I want to see the island again, I can't yet. Sora, huh bud. Issei, sorry Sora, but once I send you back with Riku and Kairi, I need to find where I belong, you need to find who I really am, please understand, I need to find my past. Sora just stared at Issei, upset that he would have to say goodbye to one friend for a while, but he understood. Sora, alright, but promise you will come and visit us on the island once this is all over, alright, Riku and Kairi will really miss you. Issei, of course you're my little brother, after all an older brother always has to be there for his little brother. Sora, heh, thanks Issei, now come on, let's go find Riku and try to talk some sense into him. Issei, right behind you bud, come on guys. Yuffie, let's go Donald. Donald, alright. Everyone began following Sora and Issei, going through the whole castle, going through rooms trying to find Riku, but they ended up encountering a certain person, Maleficent. Issei, seems like we will have to deal with you first, huh? Sora, no, I deal with her. Issei, you focus on getting Riku. Issei, you sure Sora? Sora, yeah, believe in me, I'm not as weak as you think I am. Issei just smiled and bust down a walk following a weird power signature he believed in. Sora, Issei made his way towards Riku, but he noticed something wasn't right this time, he could tell this wasn't him. Issei, who are you? You are Riku, that's for damn sure. Ansem, heh, I am Ansem the Wise, and it would seem it's just. Issei, huh? Issei looks to he left to see him, friends behind a barrier trying to break it down with no effort. Issei, tch, so what, I can easily take you down myself. Ansem, oh, can you now with those things you call a keyblade? Issei, you bet. Issei using the Oathkeeper and Oblivion while his other ones floated right beside him. Ansem, let's get this over with, I need Sora to fully complete this keyhole, you're just in the way. Issei, no way in hell I'll let you lay a hand on my baby brother. Issei clashed keyblades with Ansem, he began bashing him with both of blades, but Ansem just sent him flying with his dark barrier. He recovered himself midair and began firing a bunch of fireballs. Ansem slid from side to side, dodging each attack before flying towards Issei, ready to stab him. Issei dodged it, grabbed him by his wrist and shot a dragon shot up close, sending him to the floor. Issei threw his keyblade at his, stabbing his arms. He got his other two and stabbed Ansem legs. Issei charged towards Ansem and punched him with all his might. Ansem, you pesky brat. Issei, by the looks of it we are the same age. Ansem, not likely kid, unlike me I have years of practice. Issei, and you're getting you but whipped by me. Issei charged at Ansem, spinning around in a flaming circle before landing a deadly punch in his guts, making his crashing into the wall. Issei, home run. Ansem, that's it, I'm done playing games. Ansem began releasing more darkness than Issei expect, pushing him against the wall. He saw Ansem charge at him with his keyblade in hand, aiming for his heart, smirking. Issei cold block it, so he was just ready to take the stab, but he never felt it until he noticed someone in front of him. It was Sora. Sora, hey Issei, saw you need some help. Issei, Sora. Sora, we are brothers Issei, even if I'm the little one I will be there to protect you as well. Issei, no Sora, you can't leave me. Sora, has sorry Issei, but this is the end of the road for Mepla, save Kairi and Riku for me. Sora fell forwards, landing in Issei's arms before disappearing. Sora dropped his keyblade in front of Issei, leaving him in shock state. Ansem, yes, it's complete, finally Kingdom Hearts will. Issei, Ansem. Issei began releasing a fierce aura that broke the barrier that blocked Issei's friend and Sora's friends. Tannen, you will pay, you white hair bastard. Tannen went in to punch Ansem, but he moved out of the way and sliced his arm off. Tannen, damn it. Ansem, out of my sight. Ansem was about to blast Tannen away till Issei wielding Sora's keyblade sliced Ansem's hand off. Issei, you will pay, will make you pay for killing my brother Ansem. Kingdom Balance Breaker. Issei in his defensive balance breaker began fighting Ansem once again, who was being pushed back. Ansem, what are you? Issei, I am a Dragon Emperor and you will face the consequences when you mess with one's family. Kingdom Jagarinate Drive. Break partner, stop, you can't control this form, your magic storage is good enough to not kill you, but in the state of mind you'll just end up killing everyone. Issei, kill Ansem. Issei pulled out a new type of armor, one that scared Tannen and Tiamat. Tiamat, no way. Tannen, no. Issei, stop. Yuffie, gosh, what are we going to do? Donald, I don't know, but this is not good at all. Issei's new armor ignored the giant cannon. Issei using Sora's keyblade commanded his own, flying at Ansem, who barely managed to dodge them but felt himself being stabbed by Issei. Issei, die. Issei sliced Ansem in half, watching him turn to dust himself, but that wasn't him, as we all know. Ansem, to think you would be able to destroy that shell of mine. Issei turns to see another white hair man. Issei, Ansem. Ansem, now then how about we actually get serious? Ansem grabbed Issei by the back of his helmet and froze him. Tiamat, what? Ansem, you honestly thought that little thing you call a power boost was enough to stop me? Issei, you honestly thought freezing me would do something? Issei released so much heat, burning Ansem's hand before delivering a barrage of punch and smacked him to the ground with Sora's keyblade. Ansem, tch, pesky brat. Issei, die. Issei was about to deliver the final blow till someone got in his way. Kairi, stop it, this isn't you, please stop it. Issei, Kairi. Kairi, Sora won't want to see you like this, please come back to your senses Issei. Issei, Sora is gone and all because of him. Kairi, and you think he would want to see you like this isn't you Issei, what happened to the caring Issei we love and care for? Issei wasn't in full control, his anger was getting the best of him, he just shoved Kairi out of the way before punching Ansem once again. Tiamat, I'm sorry girly, but Issei is in full rage mode, no matter what happens he has one goal, to defeat this man. And I gotta beat the crap out of him for slicing my freaking arm off. Donald, I can't heal that. Before the group could continue talking they got surrounded by more heartless. Tiamat, not right now. And it's the door, we have to lock the door, but Issei is in rage state that he won't listen. The group was ready to fight, even Tannen with his one arm, what they didn't expect was one heartless get in front of Kairi. Kairi, Sora. Yuffie, Kairi, don't let them hurt you. The group began their own fight with the heartless Alan and Elin back Tannen up, mostly since he was now in complete Tiamat, as well Goofy and Donald tried to protect Kairi, but it was too late as she got jumped by a bunch of heartless, but with a shine bright of light, the heartless that piled on top of her were gone, and what the group saw shocked them. Goofy, Sora. Donald, no way. Tiamat, how that was anticlimactic. Sora, thank you Kairi. Kairi, Sora, you're back, thank God. Sora, yeah, I am right, all because of you. Sora looks to see Issei enraged fight Ansem, it was a stalemate. Sora, I have to help him. Tannen, don't, you won't be able to actually get him under control, Hester raged up. Sora, I have to try. Sora ran towards Issei, summoning back his keyblade from Issei's hand, confusing him. Sora, Issei. Issei just stared at Sora in shock, his mind being broken even more, he couldn't believe Sora was back, he felt like his mind was playing tricks on him, it took over and charged towards Sora. Ansem, HMP'll have to thank you brat, you've made this easier for farewell. Tannen, she got away. Tiamat, forget that we have focus on Issei right now. Issei just kept gaining more power by the second, thanks to Drago. Sora, you leave me no choice Issei, I will free you one way or another. Issei, grog. Drago, Sora, please stop him. Sora, you got it. Sora was all ready for battle, joined by Donald and Goofy, but not just them, Alan, Elin, Tannen and Tiamat came to help. Sora, let's do this. Sora ran towards Issei, bringing down his keyblade. Issei put both of his arm to block it, but Sora noticed Sora's strength, he was strong, pushing him down to the floor. Sora, I don't want to hurt you Issei, but you've left me no choice. Sora at great speed appeared behind Issei and fired ice attack on him. Issei grabbed Sora by his face and threw him towards Goofy, who caught him. Tiamat drilled kicked Issei in the face, sending into wall, breaking the mask. Seeing his face, everyone noticed tears running down his face. Issei Sora. Sora, it's me Issei, please stop him back. Issei armor slowly started coming off, revealing Issei. Issei, I'm sorry. Issei passed out with his keyblades disappearing as well. Sora, he needs to rest, seems like he was too tired. And leave him with us, that handsome guy needs to be stopped. Sora, first I need to close this. Sora shot a beam of light at the keyhole, locking it up. Sora, and with the hearts of the princess returned back to Thema. As much as I'd like to talk with them, I have to end this. Tiamat, hey kid, good luck, don't go killing yourself. Sora, it'll be fine, just make sure Issei wakes up well rested and tell him he'll come back safe. And careful kid, you are strong, even stronger than Issei, but that handsome guy has something else. Sora, alright. Yuffie, we are going with you, Sora. Donald, yeah, we can't have you going off and dying on us again. Sora, ha, thanks you guys, now come on, let's end this so things will go back to normal. Sora and Donald went towards their gummy ship, leaving Issei to rest. Our time skip. Issei began waking up, feeling his body in total pain. The Jaggeronit took too much magic out of him. Issei, what the hell happened? And in short story, you went berserk and destroyed the husk of Ansem's, but Hess now stronger than before, only one that can really handle him is Sora. He even managed to actually damage your armor in Jaggeronit drive. Issei just sat there ashamed, he let himself take control of him again. What's more, even with it, Sora of all people easily could handle his new strength. Issei, ha, I really am weak, why in the world did these keyblades choose me as their wielder? Tiamat, Issei. Alan and Elin went little and hugged Issei on his cheeks. Kairi, Issei. Issei looks at Kairi, remembering how he shoved her out the way. He only looked away in shame, but Kairi looked at him face to face and smacked him, shocking his friends. Kairi, this isn't you, Issei, what happened to the guy we found who always smiled, who took care of us, the guy who never gave up even when times were tough? I remember even you fighting a shark with Riku. Issei just smiled a bit. Kairi, there was a reason these weapons chose you, Issei. Well, I'm still trying to process all this right now. These keyblades saw something in you that no other keyblade saw. Just have more faith in yourself and trust the people around you, stop putting everything on your shoulders. Issei looked at Kairi for a moment till he began having another flashback. Issei, sweetie, always remember, even when times are bad, I always be there to support you no matter what. Issei, really? Of course honey, it's a parent's duties to support their kid no matter what. Issei, can I support my real friends if I ever make any? Issei's mother just grabbed Issei's face and gave him a smile on his forehead. When you make those real friends, not only will you support them, they will support you no matter what. The question is, will you let them support you? Issei, yeah, I will. Kairi, ha. Issei, ha, nothing Kairi, thanks for getting my mind straight. Issei got up, took out his wings. And where do you plan on going? Issei, I'm going to help Sora, Hess my friend, and I will support him anything right now. Tiamat, not to sound rude Issei, but Sora is stronger than you, what help would you be able to give? Issei, trust me, okay? Kairi just smiled. Issei was feeling confident again, so that was good. Tannen, just be careful, you saw what he did to me. Issei, I know, and Tannen, I promise we will find you something for your arm. Tannen, just go and help your brother. Issei, how, alright, see you guys, I will be back, I promise. Tiamat, freaking better. Issei flew towards the final world where he sensed Ansem and Sora fighting. Issei, Sora. Sora, Issei. Issei, I won't let you do this alone. Issei healed Sora and stood next to his side. Sora, are you sure about this, Issei? Issei, yeah, let's end this nightmare and bring back our island. Sora, yeah, let's do this. Before the battle began, Issei did the unthinkable and fused all four of his keyblades together, his pure Ultima and bloody Ultima and his Oathkeeper and Oblivion together. Yin Yang Ultima. Do become one. Sora, whoa. Issei, I won't hold you back no more, Sora, let's do this. Issei dashed at Ansem ready to attack, but he just passed right through him, confusing him till everyone noticed that they were now in a dark place. Ansem, no more will you two get involved with my plan, none of you. The heart's proper power is darkness, it came from darkness and it will return the darkness which it came from. In the endless abyss. Every heart must fade, every heart must return to darkness. Issei, that's where you are wrong. Issei clashed keyblades with Ansem with a calm look, actually surprising Ansem. Issei, that's not a heart's true essence at all. Sora appeared behind Ansem, cutting the cords that were holding him in place. Sora, the heart may be weak and sometimes it gives in too easily. Issei and Sora stood side by side, pointing their keyblades at Ansem and shot a beam of light at Ansem heart, stunning him. Sora, I've learned that there's a light that never fades out. Issei put a barrier around him and Sora, blocking all the light beam attacks. Break now, partner. Issei, Sora is right, because in the end Kingdom Hearts is light. Issei began emitting so much light that it engulfed Sora as well. Ansem looked away to see Issei and his Kingdom Balance Breaker and also Sora gaining armor as well. Sora's armor. Ansem stared at both of them and saw more than could meet the eye. Issei sliced the giant heartless ship in half with not just two, but keyblades now on his back. Appeared his pure ultima bloody ultima Oathkeeper and Oblivion, while still wielding two become one and yin yang. Issei, thank you Light for choosing me as one of the guardians. Sora charged full speed at Ansem, stabbing his keyblade through Ansem's heart, finishing him off. Issei saw the door open, releasing more light than he ever could. Brag amazing. Issei, it really is, but we can't leave it open or darkness will just spill out of it. Issei, Sora, come on. Sora, yeah. Yuffie, wait for us. Donald, we will help too. Issei, where were you guys during all this? Donald, sorry, we got sent to another place thanks to Ansem. Issei, I'm joking, come on, let's close this thing. Issei, Sora and his friends began pushing the door to close it. Issei saw within to see so much heartless, but he didn't give up. He started using his thrusters to keep pushing, but it difficult still, but they got more help. Riku, don't give up. Issei and Sora, Riku. Riku, come you two together, we can do this. All three of them smiled and with all their might began shutting it a bit, but it was still too tough. Issei, dang it, come on. Tiamat, Issei. Han and Brat. Alan, we've got your back, Issei. Elin always have. Issei, how did? Tiamat, we honestly don't know, we just appeared and saw you struggling so we chose to help. Han and look. Hanan showed his new robotic arm to Issei. Issei, who made you that? Hanan, some guy named Sid, nice guy. During the whole thing someone else appeared, a mouse that Donald and Goofy knew well. Goofy and Donald, your majesty. Mickey, now you two, let's close this door for good. Donald, come on everyone. Issei, but they will. Mickey, don't worry. There will always be a door to the light. Goofy, trust King Mickey. So with everything the group had to push, not before Riku said one last thing. Riku, take good care of her. Sora and Issei, watch those two for me, would you? Issei, don't need to ask Riku, I will do it for you buddy. Riku has see you guys. They shut the door, but to make sure Issei pointed his yin-yang blade into the sky. Sora with his kingdom key and Mickey with his keyblade closing the door once and for all. Issei, it's over. Sora was just staring at where the door stood, remembering the time he had with Riku. Issei looked behind him to see Kairi. He shoved Sora to point her out. He saw her and quickly ran towards her. Issei was about to do the same, but he felt a force pull him back, separating him from Sora. Issei, Sora. Sora, huh, Issei. Issei, has seems like my adventure isn't done yet. Sora, be careful out there, we will see each other again, I promise. Sora, Issei. Issei, now go say goodbye to your girl, little bro. Sora, it's not like that, jeez. Sora ran towards Kairi blushing while Issei just laughed. Hanan, you know you could have just flown towards him. Issei, no, something pulled me back, as if Sora has a different destiny than mine. Brag, but as you said you will meet again, won't you? Issei, yeah, we will. Tiamat, so where to now, Issei? Issei, I don't know, wherever this thing leads us to. Issei saw the island coming back, making him happy. His home was back and he will be back one day too. Somewhere unknown. And so introduce our new member Oxes. Bali, well then. Bali, well then. Tiba, a keyblade user as well. Bali, no matter, this isn't important to us, remember we are after Issei only. Tiba, and then what? Bali, I actually don't know, after that we'll just have to make the plan as we go. Tiba, alright, we better hurry, Gremory will wonder why we've been gone for too long. Bali, yeah. Skipping chain of memories and go to the end. Issei, so Sora is in this now, huh? Naman, that's is right, he needs to get his memories back, it will take him a while for him to actually get them back after what I've done. Issei, don't blame yourself, you did it because you had no other choice, no one could blame you, just glad I wasn't the one whose memory you didn't mess with. Naman, why? Issei, then we still won't be friends, well you are Karis, nobody, that doesn't change the fact you deserve friends. Naman, is a thank you. Issei, how well then guess I should be off, and a minute, thank you for returning everything back to me. Issei points to his head and smiles. Naman, it's the least I could do for everything you've done for me. Issei, yeah, but now that I remember I can't see them just yet, I have to get stronger. Naman, then go back to your world. Issei fears, how do I say this without sounding wordless? Hearts looking for a new host. Issei, huh? Naman, in the world of Kuo there are hearts there that are strong and refuse to pass, they want someone worthy to hold them, I think you can be the one, Issei, so if you want to get stronger it'd go there. Issei, alright, thank you Naman, but before I got, you got any disguises for me and my friends? Naman, actually I do. Naman pulled out 2 coats for Tannen and Tiamat to wear, while she handed Issei mask which he put on, changing his style completely. Naman, with this you can hide your true identity so to not be detected so easily by the organization. Issei, new look for now. Issei, thank you Naman. Issei walked towards Naman and gave a quick hug. Issei, see you till then, stay safe. Naman, thank you, Issei, goodbye for now. Issei walks out of the castle with his friends, but he also saw someone else. Issei, son of a bitch, Riku. Riku, hey, good to see you again, Issei. Mickey, pleasure. Issei, seems like we are in for more of this hell, huh? Riku, yeah, I find it funny how you get a mask and I get this blindfold. Issei, because I'm better than you. Riku, oh really now? Issei, want a rematch here and now. Riku, will gladly fight you. Mickey, stop it, that's not what we are doing, we all have our roles, don't we? Issei, yeah, I have to go to Kuohan get stronger, Sora still passes me, which is sort of embarrassing, heh. Riku, I know that pain, he easily beats me too. Mickey, well now guess we should be off then. Issei, tanning Tiamat, you ready? And honestly not really, after what Naman showed me of my people forgetting me and replacing me with Crom, I really have no reason to go there. Issei looks at Tannen upset but quickly hits him on the head, annoying him. Tannen, the hell, Issei? Issei, we are here to support you, Tannen, remember what I told you a while back. Tannen, that even if they left me you would stick with me. Issei, and have we gotten back on that promise? Tannen, no. Issei, then stop whining, stick with us from now on, pal, those dragons lost a good leader. Tannen, thanks Asiga, enough of this, then let's get going. Issei activated his balance breaker and began traveling towards Kuo where he was to get stronger no matter the cause. But Vali and Kiba. Vali can't believe we have to help with his training. Kiba could be worst. Burke says, is everything okay? Vali, yeah, just didn't want to deal with this. Burke says, sorry. Vali, stop apologizing, geez, it's getting annoying. Burke says, sorry. Vali, why I oughta. Kiba, Vali, cool it, geez. Burke says, so where do we begin? Vali, well, let's see how you fight, new guy, follow me. Burke says, yes. Not much fighting, just Kingdom Hearts days short summary. Kiba, Vali and Roke says, the new guy in their organization, but also another some girl by the name Xian. Vali, so we've seen Roxas fight, we also heard you can use a keyblade, Xian, why weren't you using it? Well, we were fighting the Heartless. Xian just stayed quiet and didn't saying anything. Vali, sigh, not talking again, oh well, can't get an answer out of you like so I'll just wait for you to give me an honest answer. Kiba, for now let's go back to the castle and report back. Roke says, you guys can go, I'll meet back with you guys later. Vali, this is the time you say that, were you sneaking to Roke says, eh? Roke says, no, we're just up at clock tower to relax, it's a nice spot to just lay back. Vali, I like that idea, mind if we join you? Roke says, really? Kiba, I don't see why, no, we are friends now, so it would be nice to hang out. Vali, what about you, Xian, want to join? Xian just stayed quiet and just left the group in the dark portal. Vali could have said goodbye, sheesh. Kiba, well come on, let's go, I could use a break from just listening to Sakes get mad for no reason. Vali, anything is better than listening to that man scream for no reason. The three new friends go to the clock tower where they sat on the edge and pull out the sea salt ice cream they bought. Vali and Kiba never had it, so they tried it at first, they thought of it as too salty, but then sweet. Kiba, not bad. Vali, I could get used to this, nice. Roxas, who told you about this place? Roxas, Axel. Vali, that guy actually does something other than sleeping. Kiba, he really doesn't do much when we go on missions. Burke says, well, he only helped me a bit, but it was enough to give me actual good training, since no else really help other than you guys. Vali, I blame my old friend for actually making me feel something with my heart. Kiba, what we had left of it, they are acting they don't have hearts to fit in the group, Xemnas knows this since he's the one who made the plan. Burke says, do you guys remember having hearts, like do you remember how it feels to have one? Vali, all I can say is it's something nice to have, since my heart loved someone deeply, I still hope to find them to this day. Kiba, Vali. Vali, I got all sappy, let's just enjoy the view. But Issei in the underworld in Kuo. Issei, so seems like we are here for the heart of rival Phoenix. Tannen, to think that Phoenix is still alive after his death, no one could sense him destroying his family, mostly his brother who looked up to him. Issei, well, seems like they were deep within the Phoenix castle in the throne room to be exact. Tiamat and these cloaks do a good job at keeping our power hidden. Fiery. Tannen, quite little guy, we can't be found out. Issei, I mean we are bound to be found out anyway. Issei and his friends sneak their way into the throne room, knocking out a couple of guards along the way to get to their destination. Issei looked around to find the lost heart, he saw it just sitting on the throne, upset. Issei, Ruvel, I presume. Ruvel, you can see me. Issei, yes, and it seem you are kind of broken, why's that? Ruvel, it's my brother, Hess, not the same like I remember he me miss my innocent brother, the one where he actually put effort into training, the one who smiled when failing, always said he would get back up and do better, but now Hess just doing cheating tactics, even forcing an innocent girl into a marriage she doesn't even want. Issei, woes this guy. Ruvel, my younger brother Riser Phoenix, I know he can be saved though, that's why I'm still here hoping he can hear my voice to change, to learn from his mistakes, but the only progress I've made so far is with you guys. And Issei seems like he could use some help. Issei, I see that, hey Ruvel, if I let you take over my heart for a bit to talk with your brother, will you lend me your power? Ruvel, my power. Issei, you see I'm on a mission to protect worlds, especially this one. The problem is I'm not strong enough to do it. If anything, my little brother outclasses me. I want to become strong to protect him instead of him protecting me. Will protect worlds as like a keyblade wielder. Issei, how do you know that? Will, everyone in the supernatural knows about key wielders since there's one wielder in our world that no one can defeat. Issei, do you by chance know his name? Will, no, nobody knows his name. He's silent, never talks, we can't even get a pulse out of the guy. He just a walking suit of armor, but he's someone the supernatural will never attack. Tiamat odd armor wielding a keyblade. Issei, we will have to ask the king about that later. For now, Will, my offer still stands. Would you like to use my heart to talk with your brother and talk some sense into him? Will, let's do it. Issei, then let me get his attention. Issei stares down the door, his gaze reaching through the castle, till finally seeing Riser he felt the gaze, but all he heard was hum to the throne room. Riser did just that, he went to it, no questions asked, thinking someone was challenging him, but when he got there he felt speechless. He saw his brother once again just there smiling. He took over Issei's heart for a bit to get some words into him, telling Riser this isn't what he wanted, this wasn't the Riser he knew and loved. He wanted his baby brother back, the one who actually cared for people and didn't see them as just objects. Riser said he was lying, that he wasn't his brother, and shot a fireball at him. He just took it and remained unharmed, pissing Riser off. Will walked towards Riser, taking his attacks that did nothing to him, till he was up close to Riser, staring him down. Riser Will. Will hugged Riser and whispered into his ears he was proud of him already. Riser hearing that hugged back, falling onto his knees while Will just rubbed his back and pat on the head. Will, thank you for listening to me. Riser, now do me a favor, let Ria's Gremory go. Even if you do marry her, will you truly be happy? Riser, I guess not, she doesn't show any affection towards me anyway. Will, well, let her go, Riser, and find someone who will truly love you. Riser, then help me, I can't do anything without you. Will, I'm sorry Riser, but… Will body began disappearing bit by bit, scaring Riser. Riser, please don't leave me again. Will, I need you. Will, I'm sorry Riser, but it's time. I wish to see you grow up to be a great man. Will disappeared, leaving a crying upset Riser punching the ground in rage, but he looked up to see Issei offering a hand to him. Issei, your brother is a good man, I'll be sure to keep him safe from now on. Riser Phoenix. Riser took Issei's hand and got back up. Riser, so my brother has lent you his power. Issei, yes, you see I'm a keyblade wielder and I'm on a mission to get stronger. Your brother agreed if I let him talk you with my body, he will lend me his strength. Riser, so he's still alive. Issei, within my heart, don't worry, he's in good hands, but I will need his help to face a greater evil in the near future. But as for now, this is goodbye Riser, don't let your brother's wish go undone. Issei and his friends disappeared, leaving Riser with his thoughts. Riser, I have to talk with Xerxes about a certain commitment. Back with Vali. Vali, this suck Roxas just randomly falling into a coma like that, what do you think happened to him? Xian's Iber said he just had a random headache and passed out. But I don't know, that seems fishy. Yeah, after a couple of days they finally for Xian to talk and show her true self. They even saw she wielded a keyblade like Roxas, the same form too. Vali, well, all we can do is wait for him to wake up, and once he does, I'm giving him a good reason to go into a coma. But Vali, violence doesn't always solve everything. Vali, in my book it does. Vali, Kiba and Xian still went to the clock tower and ate ice cream, starting to enjoy the sea salt ice cream. It took a while, but it was a good ice cream. But Xian really missed Roxas, so did Vali and Kiba. Even though they barely knew him, they considered him a friend, but that never stopped them search for Issei. What they didn't know was he always close watching them. Issei, to think they would join the organization. And Issei, I'm sure they have their reason, remember they are your friends. Tiamat, they must have a reason to be in the organization. Issei, Naman did say they were part of it, better not really. Fiery. Issei, no, I won't say hi just yet, it's not the time. Tannen, good choice Issei, for now, come on, we have to get the other hearts. You've already gotten the Phoenix, we will be after Lucifer's. Issei, you see the Phoenix was easy since it was in their home, but Lucifer, you do know his old castle is still heavily guarded. Tiamat, that's why Naman gave us these coats and your mask, even if we get into a giant fight they won't know it's us. Issei, I guess you're right, well come on, let's go get his heart, the quicker I can become stronger the better. Xian saw the three in question who they were, even pointed them out to Vali and Kiba, but when they looked back they were gone. Vali, Xian, you must be seeing things. Xian, yeah maybe. Kiba, we should head back, then some sleep will do you some work. So Vali sent them all back to sleep, but before they could they got one last look at Roxas before going to bed. Vali, get better Roxas, we miss you. Vali and Kiba went to the clock tower after their mission to eat ice cream. It became a habit, but when they got there they saw Roxas. Vali, Roxas. Kiba, boy, is it good to see you again. Roxas, you guys missed me that much. Vali, of course you idiot, we are friends remember. Kiba, and seems someone else is happy to see you. Xian, Roxas. Roxas, Xian. The two hugged even though they didn't have hearts. This was just an instinct making Vali wonder. Vali, it's almost like these two have hearts. Tiba seems like Vali noticed it too. The next day it was time of relaxing. It was like a small break for everyone. Vali and Kiba went to Kuo too, but they were greeted with news from Riaz. Riaz, you guys been gone for a while, but good news, Riser cancelled the commitment. I'm free. Tiba, great. Vali, okay. Riaz, aren't you happy? Vali, I could have cared less. Tiba, after what you tried to do to my friend Issei, I could have cared less what would have happened to you. Bekeno Kiba. Vali, no, Hess, right, I've seen how Riaz treated Issei when he was around us like garbage. If anything, I would have been happy is you married Riser to teach you a lesson. Kaneko, I agree with Vali senpai, even forcing me to attack someone innocent the first didn't like it, but you forced me. Riaz, I've apologized already so many times already, but you guys needed training. I wanted to be freed from this. Tiba, well, hope you're happy because of your selfishness. My friend Issei is missing the only guy to make me realize my full potential. Issei, if you knew how close I was. Issei was on top of a building looking down at his friends. He was happy they were worried about him. He wanted to present himself so bad, but he can't right now since he needs more hearts to save. He already got Phoenix Lucifer's Hades, a wolf-human hybrid one, and a Nekomata one now. Hess after a Dragon Slayer's heart. And so this Dragon Slayer, do we have a name? Issei Aknologia is the guy's name. He was an evil dragon, but after being defeated by some guy named Natsu in the fairy tale faction. Tiamat, wait, Natsu as in Natsu the dragon slaying king. Issei, the one and only. Tiamat, oh god, this may be bad for Tannen and I. Issei, if we are going towards his location, he can easily kill us. Even with the coats he can smell us. Issei, crap, so this may be a bit tough because it's in their faction. We may have asked them to Selimate, that will work. Tannen, it's either we go for the Dragon Slayer heart or we go for the heart of God. Issei, I'm not ready to go for his heart yet, especially with her there. Tiamat and Issei, I hate to say this, but you will have to go on this mission alone. We can't afford to fight a Dragon Slayer. Issei, sigh, welp, seems like I got to go on my own. See you guys in a bit. Take care of Kiba and Vali for me. Issei jumped at incredible height towards a village with the faction building in the middle. Issei, so this is fairy tale, huh? Might as well not don't want to seem rude. Issei did just that. He expected a response, but nothing, so he tried again only to feel a hand on his shoulder. And just who are you? Issei, calm down, I'm not here to fight. I came here and search for something. I bring you no harm. Nice try, bud, like will ever believe you with a mask like that. Issei, I'm sorry, but I rather much keep my look at Denfine. If I'm not welcome, I'll go. Sorry for giving you trouble. Natsu, wait, Gray, have more respect. I do apologize for my friends here. Name's Natsu Dragneel, leader of the fairy tale faction. Issei, Issei, hi, do nice to meet you, Natsu. Natsu, well, Issei, these are my friends Gray, Urza and Lucy. Issei, pleasure. Issei bows down to show respect. Gray, tch, I still think it's a bad idea to trust you, especially with someone who won't show his real face. Issei, sorry, but I have my own secrets on why I wear this. Lucy, you got into an accident or something? Issei, no, I just keep my identity hidden. Do the main faction don't find me, because one, I rather no be their guinea pig. I fight for my friends, not just one group in general. Natsu, hey, I like this kid, thinks like a fairy tale member. Issei, no, I just think as a normal human. Lucy, you are human. I expect you to be like a demon or something with that mask. Issei, no, purely human. I just have a sacred gear and I can wield keyblades. Upon hearing that, Natsu smirked. Natsu, a keyblade wielder, huh? I've been waiting so many years to fight one. Issei, actually that's sort of the reason why I'm here. I'm collecting certain hearts to make me stronger, ones that are released but refuse to pass the guy Aknologia, the one you killed. I've come for his. Urza, why would you be after his? Issei, his heart, while it has dark energy for some odd reason, it's really just pure, like it's asking for another chance to redeem himself. Natsu, Issei, that's why I'll ask you, Natsu, would it be alright if I obtain his heart? Natsu, on one condition. Issei, and that is? Natsu, you fight me afterwards. I wanna see how strong a key wielder is for my very eye. Issei, alright, deal. Back with Vali. Vali was still in an argument with Riaz, not caring what she had to say. She thought it was alright to attack someone innocent. Riaz, I'm sorry, I wanted the best for you. Tiba, the best thing for me is when I met Issei. Unlike you, Riaz, he helped me through my problem. My pain, Hess, the main reason why I was able to achieve my balance breaker, and not you. Vali, Hess, the reason why I even bothered to join the devil faction. He was a good guy who protected anyone in need. Bekeno, okay, enough you two, this has gone long enough. Tiba, no, she has to hear this. We hate the Gremory family. I rather much have died in the forest that day. Vali, I rather have joined Cow's brigade than be your damn puppet. Kaneko, I rather have died to my sister than ever work for you. Riaz was enraged. Her own pieces were disobeying her. At that point she charged a power of destruction and launched it at Kiba, who was about to slice it up till someone caught it, and it was none other than Tannen. Of course he had his hood on. Tannen, that's enough, Gremory. He crushed the power with his bare fist having no effect on him. Tiamat, to think you would attack your own group Grimory that is low even for you. Holy shit, are they new members? Kiba, this is bad, they will probably report us to Xemnas. Tiamat got behind Vali and Kiba and whispered. Tiamat, follow our lead and you guys will be safe. Vali, what? Alan and Elin appeared in their human forms wielding weapons, Alan having his scythe on Akeno's neck and Elin having her gun at Ria's head. And I thought the Grimory was supposed to care for her subject, but now I see I was wrong. How would your brother react knowing you tried to kill your own knight? Ria, stay out of this family business, who even are you anyway? And that's of no concern to you. Ria's, actually it is, since this my territory. And then you are doing a shitty job at protecting it since someone else has been handling the stray devils. Ria's, why you? Issei, that's Enig Tannen. Tannen tch. Issei, leave them be, remember we are not to get involved with them, they aren't worth our time. Tannen and Tiamat turned to see Issei beaten up but still standing. Tannen, the heck happened to you? Issei, I beat a dragon king well barely and got the heart. Tannen, that's all. Issei, I mean there's more, but that will be discussed in the future. Tiamat, so our mission is done, let's go then. Vali, hold on, just who are you? Issei, if you want to know so badly, keep helping that Roxas guy, he is the key to waking him up. And like that, Issei left with his friends, no trace to be found. Vali and Kiba were just confused with it, just happened to knew those coats, but they didn't recognize those two at all, especially Issei with a mask. Vali, this can't be good. Kiba, just who were they? Kaneko, I don't know, but they were strong, that's for sure, especially that man with the mask, he was barely using his power. Rias, we have to warn my brother, they could be a serious threat. Vali, Kiba and Kaneko, we will talk about this later. Rias and Akeno left to warn Surziches only to see him in bandages. Rias, what happened here? Surziches, they are back, Keyblade wielders are back, one who can wield two as well. Rias, oh god. Vali and Kiba returned back to the organization, their break over and already taking mission, but during the days they became more separated from Rias, even stopped going to school and focused on the organization, since they pretty much had no more reason to help her, but they did want to get Kaneko, but for now she will have to stay with her, till they can think of a plan to get her out of her peerage, but today was weird, because Xian brought something to the castle. Vali, you brought a dog. Kiba, a yellow one at that. Broke says he actually allowed you to keep it, I'm surprised even Axel let you. Vali, well, welcome to the castle little guy, hope you like your new home. More days have passed, days to be exact, and Vali and Kiba have noticed how distant Xian has gotten, getting them worried she wasn't herself, worst sakes was keeping them separated from Roxas and Xian, pissing them off, especially with the fact that we aren't allowed to do missions with them from now on, especially when Vali figured out what Xian was, but she didn't care, she saw her as a death friend, so did Kiba. They waited to see her again, but when they saw a portal open with Xian injured, they quickly went in. To help her, Vali already taking elixir to patch her up. Sakes, leave her, she will get the treatment she needs. Vali, I got something to help her now, what's the damn problem? Sakes, honestly, what do you even care of a failure like her? Vali hearing that had enough and summoned her divine dividing gear, shocking everyone. Vali, take that back or it'll make sure to beat the shit out of you. Kiba, Vali, enough, let's just go check on Xian, Hess not worth it, come on, Roxas and Axel already left. Vali, but. Kiba, Vali, please, even you know us together don't stand much of a chance against him. Vali, fine, let's go, I'm sick at staring at his ugly face. Vali and Kiba went towards Xian to see if she was okay, she was sleeping peacefully in her bed, which relieved them, but sadly Sakes forced them out, telling them to go off on a mission. Vali, you do anything to her, I will find a way to beat the shit out of you, you sad excuse of a leader. So Vali left on her mission with Kiba in Twilight Town, pissed off, quickly kicking a garbage can on the floor. Kiba, Vali, I hate it too, but come on, let's finish this mission for now, and we can go check on her. Vali, he just wish I can wipe that stupid face of his off the earth. Issei, so you two are that weak, huh? Vali quickly swung behind her ready to hit Issei, who easily caught her fist without his boosted gear. Kiba went in to slash Issei, but Tannen appeared with his sword, easily knocking Kiba back. Kiba, it's you, the three when. Issei confronted Ria's Grimory, I know. Vali, why are you here? Well, I thank you for helping us that day, don't pull that sneaky move again. Issei has sorry, but I wanted to say hi, but I'm a nervous wreck. Kiba, that would explain the mask, but who are you guys? I know you weren't part of the organization, we would have knows you three, especially on how powerful you are. Issei, well, you are correct, I'm not part of it, but the coat that Hess wearing right now was given to us by Naman. Vali, Naman. Issei, tell me, do you remember Larxene Marluxia? Vali, what about them? Issei, they kept this Naman person captured, even threatening her she will stay there for life if she didn't do one thing, and that's messing with Sora's memories. Now here's the problem, if we want Sora to wake up again from his sleep, we need Xian, not just her Roxas as well. Vali quickly got into her fighting position. Vali, you want to take my friends, you will have fight me. Issei, look, I don't want to do this either. Those two deserve to have a life of their own, but we need them to awaken Sora. He is the key to saving the worlds. Dibbo, I refuse to give up my friend. You may have helped us, but I refuse to let this happen. Issei sighed, then so be it. Issei summoned his boosted gear, shocking Volley. Volley, so you are my rival, more of a reason for me to beat the crap out of you. Volley went into her balance breaker and was about to punch Issei, but he just landed one deadly blow on her stomach, destroying her armor, but with blue fire coming through her. Issei, you are far too weak to fight me. Volley got into her knees, still in her balance breaker, but barely managed to get up. Dibba, you bastard. Hanning didn't let him as he quickly summons a black hole with his robotic arm, keeping Kibba in place, but he slashed him so many times, leaving marks all over his body. Issei, come on, you two, is that all you got? Tell me, how would Issei feel if he saw how weak you are? Volley H, how do you know about him? Dibba, tell us. Issei, lay a hit on me and I will reveal everything to you. Volley quickly summoned lightning to hit him, but Issei smacked away and kneed Volley in the face and kicked her to the side. Kibba was fighting Tanning, doing anything to cut him, but the only thing he could hit was his hood, but upon doing it, he could see Tannen's new look. Tannen new style. Tannen HMP, guess you do have some skills, young knight. Kibba, why do you seem so familiar? Tannen, is that you? Tannen, the one and only. Kibba, but the faction said you died, they even replaced you with Crom. Tannen, well, they were dead wrong. I got transported to a new world. He found me and well gave me a new reason to live. I will fight for him till the very end. Tiamat, couldn't have said it better myself. Tannen. Tannen, time you show up. Tiamat. Tiamat base form look. Kibba, whoa. Everyone turns to see Kibba having a nosebleed. Issei, touch my girl Kibba and you can say goodbye to you. Kibba, understood, but wait a my new Tiamat, he also saved you. Tiamat, yeah, I got transported to the same world as Tannen, and he found us, saving me, that's why I follow him no matter what. Elin, and for us, he took care of us since the beginning, we adore him, we will never leave. Alan, yeah, Issei is the man. Issei, Alan. Dibba and Volley hearing that name quickly looked at Issei. Alan, uh-oh. Elin, idiot. Issei sighed, it's fine, I was born to reveal myself sooner or later. Issei took off his mask, revealing his new look as well. Issei, hey guys, it's been a while, huh? Dibba quickly dropped his weapon and went in to hug his best friend, so did Volley, hold tight, not wanting to let go. Volley, years we've been searching you, damn idiot, where have you been? Issei, sorry but I had my ways to return, I really did. Volley, then why didn't you return? I missed you, damn it, I really freaking missed you. Issei hugged Volley and held her tightly. Issei, I'm sorry I made you wait so long, but I have bigger responsibilities. Volley, since. Issei takes out his keyblades and gives a nervous smile. Volley, yower. Dibba, a keyblade wielder. Issei, yes I am, and I hold a great responsibility protecting the worlds from Heartless, but I'm not the only one. There's other, my little brother Sora and my best friend Riku, but as I said before, Sora can't wake up, he needs Xion and Roxas, and I'm sorry, but I will he forced to take them. Volley, Issei, this isn't you, what happened to the kind Issei that cares about everyone? Issei, you think I want to do this? I don't, but we need Sora, he is the key to stop Xemnas. Volley, can't you do it? Issei has sadly knocked Xemnas is too strong even for me, and with the power I've gotten it still isn't enough. Sora just has something in him that I don't. Volley, his heart. Issei, exactly, Sora's heart is special that it's impossible for me to explain, but he needs his memories and he doesn't have them all since Roxas and Xion have them. Dibba, so wait, those two are his. Issei, his nobody's, yes, but Xion got my friend Karis look since Sora stabbed himself with her heart still within him, but as for Roxas, he appears like Sora a bit, but it's not really him, he has a different look entirely. Volley, still am sorry Issei, we are friends and I care about you, but I won't let you take them. Issei, then let's settle this, you two, but know this, I care deeply about you too, and I'm doing this because I care deeply about my brother as well. Dibba, understood Issei, no hard feelings after we win. Issei, I should be telling you that. The three of them charged at each, clashing weapons, all of them smirking. They were together again, but sadly not on the same side. Issei, I'm sorry guys, but this will happen whether you like it or not. Thanks for watching this video. If you really enjoy this video, like, subscribe and comment down below and turn on that bell notification. Don't forget to support and follow NAISU9 for writing that awesome fanfic, and also make sure to comment on this story, link in the description. See you in the next video. Goodbye.